Can you guys hear me now? Are we there? The computer is a little glitchy on that stuff. So, hello. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Hello, chat. It's me. It's Dana. Yay! You can hear me. All right. Awesome. Sorry, the computer is a little has to have things turned on in a certain order, or sometimes it won't work. So we had to turn it off and figure out what was going on. So we're back. Hello. Welcome. I'm glad you guys are here. I'm Dana, and Robbie is over there, and probably we need to make him a drink soon. He gets a little frustrated with the audio stuff. Hello, Fallen Age. So here we are. Today, bacon, and more bacon. Like there is 2 pounds of bacon in the thing that we're making, and it's pork and cheese, and there's nothing not delicious in this. There's nothing weird in it. Just lots of things that are yummy. I know, really bad for you, but also just yummy. So we're going to be making that today, and we're going to be putting that on the grill. And we're also, because we met our big goal, which was amazing, and we're going to make this Reauleau. My French is very Reauleau Caramel Chocolat. So it's going to hopefully look something like that when we're done with it. But I've never made it before, so we'll see. We'll see about that. I also worked on the menu for February. So I know you guys that are here earlier will hear this again. On Thursday, we're going to do some drunken noodles and some pho. And we're going to do, on the 6th, we're going to do tamales and some fried plantains. And on Thursday the 10th, we're going to do, here, I'll do this rather than just looking down at the countertop.
Yummy!
Yeah, we're going to do Italian wedding soup, crispy potato cake, and a salad. On the 13th, that is Super Bowl. We're actually going to start early. I don't know what time yet. We're going to start on that, but we're going to do some hot Nashville hot chicken sliders, because Robbie really, you guys weren't even here. He ate all the chicken once we went off the air, so I think it was a winner. But we're going to do little sliders out of it, and we're going to use like waffle fries for the buns rather than having little buns. I'll probably buy some buns for him too if he wants them. And some chili, chocolate-covered strawberries. Are any of these things sounding familiar? Because a lot of these things are things you guys suggested. And let's see here. We're going to be doing tacos on the 17th. There'll be Korean tacos. Everybody let Morphine Bear know I'm going to do the cookies then. We don't know what random things are popping up on the board here. On the 20th, we're going to be doing Gouda stuffed burgers. And we're either do a lava cake or maple chocolate pudding that's got bacon in it. Then on the 24th, I'm going to try this chicken dish called a sanbeiji. It sounded good. I looked it up in one of my cookbooks that Kelsey gave me. And then finally on the 27th, we are going to be making some pasta from scratch. And we're going to do our infamous and really wonderful short rib ravioli. So that is what February is going to look like. But what are you guys up to? How are you guys doing? Just thought I'd run that off at least once because you know I'll forget later. So how are you guys doing today? So much to look forward to. Yeah, I'm excited. Some fun stuff in there. You found me again. I'm so happy. And I have sound now. Look, you can hear me. Although I bet I have a lot of people in my life that wish I had a mute button and you could just turn me off.
I have one. It's right here.
I mean, you'll still have to hear me though. So
That's true.
You took a nap. Oh, naps are the best, aren't they? Like you don't appreciate them when you're little. And then you get older and you're like, why can't I nap? I need a nap. So yes, hooray for sound. Woohoo! Your eBay exploded over the weekend. It did. Why did it explode over the weekend?
That's a good thing.
I know it's a good thing. I also am going to explode some bacon today, so that is also a good thing. So, anyway, so that's what we're going to start with. Since the bacon explosion thing is going to take about 90 minutes to cook, whereas, believe it or not, this dessert does not take that long to cook. It'll probably take us maybe 45 minutes or so to make it. We're going to put together the bacon explosion thing first. That's what we're going to do here. So get that money. So you don't know. I know it's a good thing, right? Sometimes we don't know. I remember once I was working someplace and I didn't even know, like it wasn't, I'm a therapist, right? I didn't know they gave out bonuses. And then one day the CFO came into the office and handed me a check that was as much as an extra pay period for me. And I was like, wow, I didn't know we got bonuses. That was always a nice thing. I know, bacon, bacon, bacon. Okay, look how much bacon we have. We have so much bacon, so much bacon. This calls for 2 pounds. Each of these is 12 ounces, so we won't need quite all of it, but maybe we'll make all of it anyway. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a pound of this bacon and chop it up, and then we're going to fry it in the pan. And I've already let Robbie know in case the order of things, just in case he needs to know for any reason whatsoever. Because don't forget, you can make them cook if you want. Why'd I get that? I don't know. I guess I felt like having 2 knives in my hand.
We're feeling extra stabby.
Extra stabby today. It hasn't been a bad day overall. We took a walk. What is the weather like where you are, guys? I mean, elsewhere, I'm sure it's probably pretty warm there. But I know that a lot of the streamers were up north this morning and we're talking about how much snow they were getting. And meanwhile, I'm like, it's going to be 74 today. Is that mean? Am I mean?
A little bit.
No, probably. This is probably accurate.
It's going to get you next week, though.
Yeah, but they'll still be cold up there. It's not like they get revenge or anything like that, right?
75 when it's cold here.
All right. So because these are 12 ounces, I need about 3 pieces of bacon from a second one here. Woo. And we'll stick that one over there until I need it again. And I'm just going to roughly chop this. This is going to be going on the inside. So basically, we're doing 2 rolled things today. We're going to take the pork sausage that I have over here. It's ground bulk pork sausage, and lay it flat. And then we're going to put some barbecue sauce and some bacon and some cheese in it. And then we're going to wrap it in bacon and put it on the grill, which, yum. Bacon on the inside, bacon on the outside, pork sausage in between. So 78, see, you guys, yeah, we don't have any of those poor people up north yet, do we, here?
Or they lost power and they're unable to
That's
tune in.
true. A lot of people have lost power up there, so I got to keep that in mind, too. All right, let's get all of this chopped. And I don't want to end up with like giant bacon pieces when I'm trying to eat this, so I'm kind of cutting all of these pieces in half. This is a lot of bacon. It's a lot. And this is only half the bacon.
So what happens when it explodes?
You will have a tasty treat, like Skittles.
Floor bacon?
Hopefully no floor bacon. Nobody wants floor bacon, do they?
The dogs do.
Yeah. Do you guys want to see what I'm doing? Like, we have a camera. The dogs, I am surprised, are not right by my feet, but it may be because I just gave them peanut butter. So, or peanut butter powder. I don't know. My dogs are weird. They really won't eat their food unless you do something to it. Never had that problem again. It is a lot of bacon. So, see, we all have beautiful weather here. What's all this with everybody complaining about, blizzard-like conditions? Right?
You just keep talking, because in 4 days...
It'll be cold, I know, but then I can have a fire in the fireplace. I mean, I don't have to go anywhere. I never really minded that stuff, except for the one time when Kelsey got the stomach flu and I got the stomach flu, and there was 3 feet of snow that got dumped overnight in Baltimore, I guess about 25, 26 years ago. And we were stuck in the house alone with her with the stomach flu and me with the stomach flu. So that was not a fun time. But honestly, sometimes those things for me, I don't know about you guys, but sometimes that's just a good day. Those are just good times to kind of slow down. Now, I did not like the way I had to slow down when we lost power last time, because that was a little too cold in the house. 4 days. Too cold in the house. Trying to call all my clients and say, cannot even see you via telehealth. Going and plugging my car, or plugging my phone into my car so I could call people. What's the weather like in Oregon right now, Bravewood? Do you guys have pretty good weather right now?
She said cold but no snow.
Oh, did we? Oh, cold but no snow. I missed that up there. I saw the bacon, bacon, bacon. Woohoo!
Dogs don't know it's not bacon.
Except that
this time
it is bacon. Yeah. We're gonna get all that nice rendered fat that I'll put in the dog food. I'll save it to put in the dog food tomorrow morning. Then they'll eat all of their food. Okay, this is getting challenging here. I'm gonna put this stack down in half. I'm also, I've got some vegetables to do, because with all of this fat that's going into everything, we should probably at least have something green.
Nah.
I mean, I know Robbie doesn't want it, but he's going to have it anyway.
Nah.
All right. Look at that. Look at this pile of bacon. Hello, Beet Healer. Look what I'm making. I am making bacon explosion for you. So you're stopping in for a short moment. But I'm making your bacon explosion, just letting you know. I had to know what it was, and then I saw it, and I said, well, I got to try making that. I mean, there's so many other names you could give this, such as heart attack on the grill. But I know it's going to be good, because with this much bacon, how can it not be good? How are you doing? What's going on with you? I didn't see you this morning. I was in Darth while he was in his channel while he was testing out his gaming things he wants to do on the weekends. One slice and done. By done, that's the end. So, so you have made this before, or you've had it before? Yeah, he wasn't on for very long this morning. So, can we make sure we give a shout out to Bravewood Beanery and also to Beet Healer? So Bravewood Beanery being one of our fellow food and drink streamers who talks about coffee and makes things with coffee and is on Mondays, and Beet Healer, who you do some cooking and you do some crafting, right? What else do you do? Because I've been in there and I've seen a variety of things going on. You have your own version. So any tips on how to make this better? I pulled one off the internet that sounded good. So hopefully it is. I'm gonna go send Robbie out. He's gonna start the grill and get the grill to 185. So if I had a smoker, I'd ultimately put it on the smoker, but I don't. So you'll be getting killed in Among Us tonight. Well, you're welcome. Tightly weave the bacon mat. Okay. I have never played Among Us. I need to do that sometime.
Are you good at lying
Am I good at lying?
or telling stories?
I'm good at telling stories. I would not say I'm a very good liar. Unless there's a real purpose to it.
Like winning a game?
Winning a game, I can definitely lie for winning a game. Okay, so while the bacon is cooking, leave no bubbles in the mat. Okay, so like make sure it's really tight on the pork when you get the pork done. Got it. I've got my bulk sausage. I was a little upset. I really wanted the spicy bulk sausage, but they only had the mild today. So keep that in mind, Robbie, if we ever decide we need a heart attack again and have this.
If we survive the first one?
If we survive. You'll know we survived if we're on Thursday. So I could. Hiya, Gray Dusk. Welcome in. So glad to see you here. Do you like bacon? Does everybody here like bacon? I just want to make sure. Because if you don't, I'll tell you, there was an earlier broadcast, and probably none of you except for Fallen Age are in there. And I was doing 3 different Cuban meat dishes, and somebody came in and wasn't really happy about that. And it's like, you don't have to be happy about it, but you also don't have to watch. You don't like meat. Do you remember that?
I do.
So love, a bit depends. Well, this is a lot of bacon in this. It's 2 pounds of bacon. So right now what we're doing is we are crisping up some bacon that I've chopped up and letting that get down. Well, I'm gonna move it back over here because I'm doing something over here. So, but thank you for your help. I appreciate it. More than he knows I do. All right, let's go over here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like make this into like a flat piece so we can roll it up. Bacon is food for the gut. So are avocados. I love avocados. Bacon and butter do make everything better. Rachel, you like bacon? You would probably like this. It's got cheese and bacon.
And more bacon.
And then more bacon. We could even add more cheese on it if you needed more cheese, because I know how you like your cheese. So we're doing this, which is we're gonna roll up, and then we've got a dessert that we're gonna roll up too. So I know. Yes. Fine, I'll go get the rolling pin. Jeez. I was having fun. I'm, getting some aggression out. Can't I do that? Am I not allowed to get some aggression out? I mean, I could still do it like that, right? But I'd probably knock something over and something would end up on the floor.
Like floor bacon.
We don't want floor bacon. The dogs want floor bacon. But we don't want to waste any of our bacon. This is one of those times when Darth's R2-D2 would come in handy. All right, let's see. You put off by bacon by anemic bacon. Oh, I'm sorry that you had a bad experience with bacon. Yes, so I read that you slice the bag sides open. So I did hear that part in the directions that I have. Mine says, using scissors or a knife, cut along the edges of the bag and turn the layer sausage out onto your work surface. And then season it with all the good seasoning stuff. I was going to make my own seasoning, but I got lazy this weekend. So I bought some. So we've almost got our perfect little 3/4 inch. So why would you never tell your kids that? Is that because you want them to come? You want to be the star in making stuff? I'm surprised my youngest isn't come. My youngest is going to come over Thursday for dinner. We're going to do drunken noodles on Thursday, so I'm really up. Hello, Pops. How are you doing? You mix 4 different rubs together. What I want to get is Chef Steve's rub at some point and try that. I heard it's really awesome. They don't need it yet, okay? You like black pudding or blood pudding? See, I have trouble now. I'm assuming the blood pudding is actually made with blood. And I've had blood sausage and stuff before, but it has that real coppery kind of flavor to it that I'm not a huge fan of. I'll eat it if it's there, and I've never had haggis, so I can't even say anything about that. I'll have to try it sometime. Okay, so we're gonna open up the sides, and I'm gonna get some other stuff together here. Did you turn on the grill yet? So Big Healer, do you smoke yours or how do you cook yours? Because I don't have a smoker. Well, I mean, I have a Weber kettle, but I don't want to sit out there and babysit the heat today, so. Hello, Thunder Becca. You bake yours in the oven? Well, we're gonna try and get a little smoke flavor to it. So what I'm gonna be putting on this while this bacon is cooking, I bought some honey. And then I've got a bacon chipotle sauce. And then I've got this award-winning Texas competition barbecue rub called Redonkulous. Oh, I spelled redonkulous wrong earlier, because that's a real word. Black pudding is a nice breakfast. I mean, if I have to try it sometime, I'll try it sometime. I'll try almost anything once. I will not, however, ever go bungee jumping. So there's that. It says redonkulous right here. See, oh, over here. Right there. There we go. Redonkulous. I think I had a C instead of a K in mine. That was in the Discord. But anyway, I don't think anybody was going to judge me on that. Hey, Quartz Game Quest. Howdy. Howdy. Welcome in. We have some bacon today, and then we have more bacon. I mean, that's a full breakfast. My breakfast is usually a smoothie or a banana and lots of coffee. So with the caramel flavoring, well, you might like this dessert. Do you like chocolate? So what's up, Quartz Game Quest? How are you doing? We need to give a shout out for QTs. I say quartz because I'm cooking. QTs. I mean to say QT. Is another. You game as well as cook on your stream, right? So you do that, and was awesome. You were cooking with your wife last time I saw that. Yeah. So this is gonna have bacon on the inside. It is pork sausage, rolled around bacon and cheese and some barbecue sauce, and then that is gonna get wrapped in bacon, and it is gonna go on the grill at a very low temperature, and I'm gonna have Robbie put some mesquite chips that I soaked in some water earlier So we get a little mesquite smoke going in there too. And then we're rolling our dessert too. It's gonna be like chocolate, and then it's gonna have a chantilly caramel rolled flavor in it. So there's that. Okay, you serve on a bun with fresh tomatoes and lettuce. Okay, good to know for next time. I don't have it for this time, but thank you so much. Have a good night, and thanks for coming by. Chocolate and caramel. Sundays are your cooking one. Okay. And you do every other Sunday now. Okay, so keep that in mind. There's another place to cook, and I know we've got a lot of people. You do some gaming themed cooking, and we have a lot of gamers in here as well most of the time, because they're my daughter's friends, not because I game Mario Kart, Jackbox games. Hello, J.R. Toll Kitten. How are you doing? How are you doing? So we do have a Discord as well. What was I saying? Wrap everything in bacon sounds amazing. I agree. So I've never made either of these recipes before. I'm sure they'll be delicious. Let's see if we can make them look pretty as well. So, oh, all good. Let's see. I want this bacon to get pretty crispy. I don't want it to be flabby. So, and you weren't called Troll Kitten for once. But it doesn't say Troll Kitten. So what do I call you? Do I call you JR, Junior, Kitten? Grilled asparagus. Yes, I actually do. Actually, I usually do prosciutto when I do it with asparagus. Yay, words are hard. Woo. Oops, I'm throwing bacon. At least it wasn't on the floor. But now this cookbook can never go on the open shelving anymore. Because the dogs will take it. At the very least, the Velociraptor will. So there's that. So, I mean, I guess if you're looking by, you see JRRTO. If you're looking and you think the R is after the T, you might have that. So, what are some foods that I dislike very much? I will tell you that I don't like lima beans, and it's not the flavor, it's the texture. So textures like that and like water chestnuts I don't like. But I will tell you, I had a story. A friend of mine, I happened to be in a town that a friend of mine moved to. My ex-hairdresser. And he said, hey, let's go get sushi. I said, okay. And he goes, you have to try the uni, the sea urchin. So he was calling it sea urchin. And he's like, you're going to love it. It tastes like the ocean air. And I said, you're not really selling it to me by saying that. I love the ocean air. It's my favorite thing, but eating it. And so when he ordered it, we sat down we're sitting at the table, and it comes to the table, and I try it, and it has that mousse-like consistency to it. And it's not like incorporated in anything. And he said, how do you like it? And I said, I think you're going to be enjoying a lot of sea urchin this evening. So that was one of them. You can be a troll. Okay, I will keep that in mind. JRR, Jarge, or Toll Kitten's easier to say.
You said it's been long enough you'd be willing to try it again, right?
I would be, and I've had it in things. So, I've had it with other things, and it's fine because it adds that kind of flavor to it, but it's not the only flavor. Be like, do you like cayenne pepper? Yes. Would you like a teaspoon of cayenne pepper?
Yes.
I don't have any cayenne pepper because we used it all for the Nashville hot chicken.
I guess you'll just have to trust me.
You like water chestnuts? It was so bad about Brussels sprouts. Lima beans, is that I grew up, my dad loved them. He loved succotash, and so we had succotash all of the time. And I was like, when I got married, I think I bought it just because that's what, Mom was always doing. And I put it in front of us one night and I said, why am I buying this? Because I don't like lima beans. And then I've never had any lima beans since then. I do like Brussels sprouts if they are cooked properly. A lot of times when I grew up, I did not like Brussels sprouts because my mother just boiled them and put butter on them. And that wasn't tasty. And but once I found roasting them and throwing like pomegranate molasses on them or balsamic vinegar, then I love them. Your mom used to make lima beans all the time? I'm sorry. Uni is amazing. I don't like it by itself. I just don't. I mean, I don't know if it's the way this place cooked it or what. I don't mind it when it's part of something, but I just don't. It looks like Play-Doh. Yeah, ours kind of looked a little moussey, more mousse-like than I think like Play-Doh. But, oh, JRR. Okay, JRR. Uni is pretty strong. Yeah. Canned succotash, that's even worse. Canned succotash. And, oh, burned roasted Brussels sprouts. I do like the crunchy parts that are a little burned. Okay, we're using, what I'm gonna do here now that my bacon is cooked, I've got this award-winning barbecue rub. I usually make my own rubs, but I got lazy and saw this at the grocery store and said, that looks pretty good, so let's do that. So we're gonna put a nice amount of this on here. And yeah, I mean, because it's not that hard to make a good rub. I think this one is like, well, let's read the ingredients. How about brown sugar, salt, annatto seed, natural spices. So we don't know what those are doing. Garlic, onion, red pepper. So who needs more bottles? I have a drawer and a cabinet full of spices, plus extra. So, yeah, uni is nice in dishes. Brussels sprouts definitely need seasoning, and they definitely need to be roasted or pan fried, because boiled Brussels sprouts, not good. All right, so for this particular recipe, now that my hands are orange from the rub, calls for me to take this barbecue sauce and mix it with some honey. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna have to heat that up to do it, which I'm sorry, Robbie. We're gonna be using a lot of pans tonight for things. And let's see how much it wants me to have. Well, that's awesome. You say, didn't tell me how much. You said use some barbecue sauce and some honey. That's not very helpful, is it? Steamed with butter, but roasted with bacon and onion is pretty good too. Oh, I mean, I guess maybe steamed. I haven't had them steamed. You know what? I went one place and I loved them. It was a place called The Salted Pig, I think is what it was called, in Austin. And they took the Brussels sprouts and they took all the leaves off, so you didn't have the whole sprout, you just had the leaves, and then they fried them all. And then that's what you had for your Brussels sprouts. That was awesome. Salty, crunchy Brussels sprouts. Okay, I can't open this because my hands are wet. So, anybody else have any big food aversions? We have one person who's not a big bacon person. Apparently some lima beans, and I'm the only one, I guess, that doesn't like water chestnuts. Is that it? Are all our measuring cups in the dishwasher? So 4 parts of this to 1 part honey. I wish it would tell me how much I'm supposed to have, but it doesn't. Okay. You're not fond of organs? Yeah. Well, I haven't ever really had anything like haggis. I do say the blood pudding. I haven't had blood pudding. I have had blood sausage and some other stuff when I was traveling. Yeah, not my favorite. All right, so let's get some honey. I bought a new thing of honey, so I'm not fighting with it. Because you guys don't want to watch me microwave honey. And I use a lot of honey, so it's okay. All right, I'll put about 1/4 cup in here. Then I'm just sort of measuring the best that I can. I'll stick it in here. Because I think this says, warm the sauce. Okay, I thought I remembered that. This looks like really good sauce. Probably should have tasted it. That's good, Robbie. You're gonna like this barbecue sauce.
Have you cooked beef tongue before?
I have not. That is not something. I have had it before, and if it's cooked right, it's fine. But if we're doing it in here, we're gonna call it lengua, so he doesn't know.
I'm right here.
Huh?
I'm right here.
I know. You won't remember.
You're right, I won't remember.
Oh, ubi, purple sweet yam. Oh. Purple sweet yam. I bought one of those, although I don't know if it was a yam or not. It might have actually been a sweet potato, a purple sweet potato, but I never did anything with it. Oh my. Thank you for waking me up, Aladdin's girl. We had a tragedy that happened. I don't know if you saw this on Discord, but this is what happened to our goat because the velociraptor got a hold of him. So Bravewood Beanery, I don't know, you can't hear it there. It does scream, not nearly as loud as it does on the air, but now he has no tail and he has no head. So.
But it still works.
But it still works. But hello, Flashbang, welcome in. You can't handle the thought of beef tongue. Yeah, that would be one of those things. To cook beef tongue, I would definitely have to watch some videos on that. All right, I think this is warm enough. So, you heard it? You'll crochet ahead for it. You know, you shouldn't, because the velociraptor will find it once again and do the same thing. But don't worry, I've got some bitter apple spray that he's gonna be very upset about, because I'm gonna start putting it on all the things that he likes to chew. I thought as he got closer to 2, he would stop chewing on things, but that hasn't been the
He's only 1.5.
case. He's ruined my dining room table. He's lucky he's still here. So, beef tongue and heart is really good. So have you ever cooked that, Joyce? Have you ever cooked beef heart and tongue before? You don't like blood sausage? Yeah, I don't really like it. If I have to have it, but it's not an enjoyable experience. So when I was in Spain, we had that a lot, and we would go down the markets and we'd get the real crusty bread on the outdoor markets and then get the blood sausage and eat it. And a lot of times I think I ate the bread and maybe a couple of bites of the blood sausage, because it doesn't, it's coppery feeling. It doesn't have a great texture. But I guess if you grow up with that, and that's kind of the thing, you know what I mean? Then there are other words that should go after that. Oh, your mom made it? Come on. Rachel would love it if you made beef tongue and heart. Just put a lot of cheese on it.
Even then, I don't think that's happening.
All right, so what I want you to do, so what I've got in here, I should show you this, right? So what I've got in here is I've got some mesquite chips that I soaked in water, and I'm gonna cover this in foil, poke a hole in the top of it. Hey, that's Rocky. That's our velociraptor. Right around this time, he's like, why is nobody paying attention to me? And he gets a little crazy. So Wrap it in bacon. There you go. Wrap the beef heart and tongue in bacon. I mean, is that okay? Is that kosher? Like, to do that? Not happening. Yeah, I figured. We'll just have to not tell you what it is. It's like a hamburger. Come on. All right, you want to take this and put this out on the grill so it can start smoking in there, warm up and start smoking. So we're going to just stick that on the grill. And how many burners do you have going out there? So we only wanted to get to 185 in there. All right, so we'll turn that down. I guess he missed that part where I told him to turn it to 185, which is okay. He was not having a happy day with the computer and the sound and all that good stuff. All right, I am going to be putting in this pepper jack cheese in the middle here because we want to do some spicy. You have purple sweet potato and blood pudding. Like I said, I will try it once, but I'm not sure I'll like it. Okay, where is my shredder thing? I'll use this one because I can find it. Try not to cross-contaminate stuff, even though it's all going together. And we're going to put some of this barbecue sauce on here too. But I want to read to make sure that I've got this correct on here. All right, well, set aside half the mixture, reserve for later use, brush a layer of the sauce onto the sausage. Okay, so we want to do this first. So let me see, Kelsey's not in here, so far Robbie has gotten out of having to cook. Because Kelsey said she was going to put that in her budget, Robbie. Aren't you excited about that?
It's just too bad that she's busy right now. It's a shame. But better for us because the food will turn out better.
Well, both of these have very few ingredients, at least not a lot. I usually cook with so many ingredients.
I'm hearing this is very difficult for even me to screw up.
It will be easier for you to do.
It's a great reframe.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm just going to do this right over here. Has anybody else ever had bacon explosion? Anybody else ever tried this? I haven't. I didn't even know it was a thing. Because if you weren't here, this is when I did my menu for today and for February. Almost all the ideas came from you guys. So this one came from B. Teeler, who was in here earlier. So hopefully she'll see a picture of this, and hopefully I do everything right.
Yeah, Big Teeler joined the Discord just now, so.
Cool. So I have to remember to put pictures in.
Well, I hope so.
All right, so is there any other food you guys won't eat? Because I know some of you, if Aladdin's girl is still in here, I know she's got some allergies to things. What is going on here? I'm gonna take these other pieces out because they're getting in the way. Move them that way, there we go. All right, anything else? Yes, get into the Discord. Give me recipes. I like to try new things from all over the place. I'm willing to try everything because I don't care if I mess up. I can still make it yummy. Whoops. There we go. Nope. All right. So if you were having blood pudding for breakfast, where are you located? Because that's not a very common breakfast here in the States. Robbie and I are in Texas, if you didn't know. I think this only needed about 8 ounces, and this was how many ounces? Oh, I need this whole thing. According to this.
That's a lot of cheese.
Because this is like not even a half a pound, and a pound is 16 ounces, right?
Sounds right.
Okay. So, yeah. More UK things. Yeah. I don't know very many Americans who go, ooh, blood sausage or blood pudding for breakfast. UK. Okay. Well, thank you for joining all the way from the UK. Escargot. Robbie does not care for escargot.
That's on my list.
I grew up, my grandmother, my dad's mom, she loved escargot. So I grew up with it. But I think it's one of those things that it's an acquired taste. Like, if you haven't eaten it growing up, I can see why you might not like it. Do I need all of this cheese? Do I? So I feel like this is kind of like a different version, kind of a version of a meatloaf type thing. These little pieces of cheese are not liking me.
And the last time we made that on the grill, it took forever.
Well, that was also, yeah.
It was such a fiasco that
Scotland.
you got Alton Brown to respond to you.
See, do you think Scrapple is popular in the U.S.? Because I don't think it's really popular. I think there are pockets of people in certain areas that may like it, but for the U.S. in general, I don't think Scrapple is one of those things. I bet you'd be hard pressed to find. It wouldn't be hard to find people who don't even know what's in it. Vienna sausages, oh my gosh, did you used to get like, that used to be a snack after school, was like popping the top of the Vienna sausages and draining out the nasty liquid and then eating them. Why did we do that? It is so much bacon, Morphine Bear. It is 2 pounds of bacon. So we've got bacon that's fried over here, but I still have to make a lattice of bacon to go over the top of this, so. Northeastern Virginia. Oh, yeah. See, that would make sense about that's where you would find Scrapple. So, yes, I used to do that after school. That used to be one of my after-school snacks. Why my mom even bought that? I guess that was the time, right? Processed foods were okay. I bought some processed foods for my kids, but I think I bought far less than my mom did. Now we need to put the bacon in here, and I need to drain it. I was going to save the bacon juice. That's the word I was about to say. The rendered bacon for the dogs, but now I'm not. I'm out of the picture, aren't I? You can't even see what I'm doing. All right. So here we've got our bacon. Let's get a little of this on here. Wonder Bread and Velveeta. We had white bread because my brother really didn't like, I mean, I enjoyed any other kind of thing, but I was always perplexed because we always had like, I don't think it was Wonder Bread because, you know, my mom liked to save money at the store, so she would always get like more generic brands of stuff most of the time. But I'd go to other people's houses and they would have wheat bread, and I thought that was weird. And now I'm like, you need to have, look at this bacon. Look how much bacon this is. And this is only half of it. Crazy.
There's more?
I got to wrap this whole thing in bacon. And we're also making, if you just got in here, this is a bacon explosion. So I've got pork sausage on the bottom. And then it has a barbecue rub, then barbecue sauce, and then jack cheese. And then, why am I blanking? Words. I'm trying to do two things and my brain is having trouble processing both of them at the same time. And then we're gonna wrap this in a bacon lattice. And then we're gonna make a chocolate caramel Reauleau. which is a dessert that'll be cake-like, but it actually has no flour in it. And it's from a bakery in Seattle that makes it. So I'm gonna attempt to do that. Both of these are new recipes for me, and we'll see how I do. All right, now I'm supposed to roll this. And kind of use this to roll it up. And then roll it again. And Big Tealer said make sure you roll it tight. I probably should have left some room at the end here, so I don't know. Some of this stuff is probably gonna fall out. That's okay. Let's close the ends a little bit so everything doesn't fall out. Hello, Darth, how are you? Bacon and chocolate, yes. So here we are. We are doing a bacon explosion. I don't know if I'm doing it 100% correctly, but what we've got on the inside of this sausage, pork sausage, is we have a pound of bacon that's been cooked and some cheese and barbecue sauce and a barbecue rub. And now I'm gonna set this aside now that I've made this not as pretty as I wanted it to be. But it's okay, it's gonna be good. And we're gonna make our bacon lattice and then it's gonna go on the grill. All right, so let's make a bacon lattice and I'm gonna have to move this somehow. I'm gonna have to clean this whole area up before we start making cake. And then we'll set aside this bacon for the dogs when they're in here and behaving. So that may not happen. So there we go. So when you made it, stuff fell everywhere, excellent. Then I must be doing it right if that happened to you. It certainly makes it harder to go wrong when you have bacon in it. That is for sure. Yep. Oh, thank you for the shout out for Darth. If you are not following Darth, you need to go do that right now. Darth is now streaming every day. Your time, 5 o'clock Eastern time, right? Correct. So cook dinner. So cook dinner with Darth. You won't regret it. It's awesome. All right. Let me see how many pieces of bacon I have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This is cut very differently than the other one. Can you get me 3 pieces of bacon from that? So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna weave. And if you see something that I need to know that I'm not doing right, Darth, please let me know. Because this is new for me. 100% new. It felt weird, so it felt lonely not streaming with everybody. I mean, you were my Sunday morning go-to, but it was nice to wake up this morning and at least play games while I was caffeinating. So at least I got that in. So 10 slices total. Okay, it just told me pounds. So we'll see how many. Mine's kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm not supposed to count because I'm a therapist. I was told there was no counting. And yet, there seems to be. So we'll do this. And go like that. And I'm gonna go this way first to get one going that way. Down there at the bottom. No, you get to stay there. You go, and you go. Does anybody else talk to their bacon? Anybody? Anybody else talk to their bacon, or is it just me? Am I the only one that talks to bacon? All right. So basically, what did I do here? Over, under, over. This one's supposed to be over. This one is supposed to be under. How did I mess that up? Under, over. There we go. I do pies. You would think this would come easily if you're doing pies all the time. Not that I do pies all the time. See, look, I'm not paying attention. Ah, you avoid pork. You always talk to your bacon, thank you. Flip them all at the same time, but I need some of them to be down. So that needs to go. I just need to go. I swear I have made lattice pies before. And then we'll go that way, and then this way. Now, how did I do it there? Oh my gosh, what is wrong with me? This one needs to go. I'm having a day. Bland Ohuli outside. Your daughter is home. Oh, you do? For an appointment tomorrow? I know it's supposed to be every other one, but how did I mess that up? Because I thought that's what I was doing. Okay, over, under, over, under, over, under. This one is where I messed up. No, because that's supposed to be there. Oh, dear Lord. All right. This one needs to be over, over. That one is over. This one, you know what? It's one of those nights. It's like, I don't know. I don't know. I know the previous row. I figured that one out because I was like, okay, something's not working here. Like this over. One, yeah, basically. But we got to get this on the grill. Okay, so let's start this over. This one is over, so that one's got to be under. This one is, no, this one is over. So this one's got to go under. Nope, the first row's off even. They're all off. Everything is off. I've just messed the whole thing up. Okay, we're going to start over.
I think at this point she's just torturing me with the smell of bacon.
That's it. That's what I'm doing. So this is every other one. How am I doing so far? Is that every other one? And then we're going to go like this. I was told this part's important. This goes down. Right? Yep. And then this one goes this way. Okay.
Now you got it.
We hope. One, da, 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 da. Okay. So now we're going to do this. I got to make up a dance. Make up a dance, and then maybe I'll get it right. You're eating cereal and yelling at the TV. Is the other game on?
Yes. It sure is.
Is there a score yet?
I would tell you, but it's a commercial.
I didn't know if you were watching it someplace else. Okay. But see, I didn't do my dance. So now what? One, da, 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 da. I mess up, so you don't have to. Oh, which way should it go? You're yelling at me? I probably deserve.
Dana!
I know.
Dana!
What are you doing, Dana? You're messing it up. And that's probably true. This bacon is weird because it's not quite even. That goes under. Like, do you see how like it's not stretching evenly? So this one bends, this one goes this way. This one folds. This one goes this way. It's sad that I've got to do it this way. What is wrong with me? This one folds, this one goes that way.
Looking great.
The trials and tribulations of Dana. Hey, thank you. You want to take a crack at that? IH. San cake icy. What should I call you?
She can't
Thank
even
you
leave
for the
bacon, so
follow.
she
I
really
mean,
can't read
you know,
names.
it's me. All right, you know what? That's good enough. Is that good enough, everybody? Do you think? Should I do another row down here?
Yes.
Under Robbie's like, I want more bacon. Thank you. So I can weave. I don't know why the bacon is throwing me off. It's still gonna taste delicious, Sarah. You know that. All right, so thank you in Anarchy. Thank you for the follow. All right, now we're going to, oh, you know what? I was supposed to do that on some paper, right? To make it easier to roll. Oh, well. It's falling apart.
You clearly enjoy a challenge.
I do, apparently. Here, how about if I move this over some so I have room to roll things? Don't come apart.
I feel like I should take a picture now before it just falls apart.
It may just fall apart. It's fine.
I mean,
see,
I have
there's still
total
bacon.
confidence in you.
There's, like, it's not quite, it needs bacon over there too. You know what the fun part is going to be putting this on the grill. So should I put this directly on the grill or should I put it on a pan to put on the grill? So we're trying to smoke it and cook it on the grill. What do you guys think?
Might be safer.
A pan is safer? Probably. So, let's see here. Why don't we use this? I have bacon on my hand. What do you think? Put cheese between the log and bacon to hold it together. That is not what my directions say. It's gonna sag at first, yeah. So, you think I should pan sears? I think mine doesn't say to do that. Now I'm all confused. Okay, let's see here. Place sausage and casing transferred to the cooker and smoke. So let me do that and then we'll see if we need to sear it. But if I put it in here, we should be okay. But I really should have put this on something to make it easier to move. So I've messed this up so you don't have to. See how that works? It's perfect. Let's see if I can just kind of roll it onto here. Oh, look how pretty that side looks. That's the side we want on the top, right? It's the pretty side, not the side Dana messed up. Maybe we'll do that. And Elsa agrees. Let's get it in there and get it set. And then maybe what we'll do is, so we put this on there till it gets to about 150 degrees. And then we're gonna put more barbecue sauce on it for the last, till it gets to about 160, 165. And so maybe we'll see how it's looking.
So it's ready to go out?
Yep, it's ready to go out. So, hello, hi. Hello, Miss Nikki and Raiders. Welcome in. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Hi, Boxer. Yay. Welcome in. I am Dana, if you don't know who I am, and I'm with my wonderful, lovely community in here, and we are making a bacon explosion on here. So thank you for the follows, for Bull Rider's Wife and Ellis Fam. Thank you so much for the follows. Yeah, welcome in. Hey, Zero. Good to see ya. Yeah, how did the birthday party turn out? How did the cake? Is your daughter happy with her cake? She made a very excellent, wise decision having you fix that first. So, okay, so I'm Dana. This is Robbie over here. Here he is.
Hi.
Woo.
Hi.
Okay, and I'm just a mom who loves to cook in the kitchen. I have no kids here anymore, so I'm cooking with you guys now. Today we are doing a bacon explosion, and so what you're seeing right now is the product that's about to go on the grill and get smoked.
Oh, it's not about to explode?
I mean, you might be able to find a way to make it explode.
I probably will.
So it's pork sausage, and it's got some barbecue sauce and rubs and stuff on it, and cheese in the middle, and bacon in the middle, and bacon on the outside. It is 2 pounds of bacon with 2 pounds of pork sausage. So thank you, Zero, for the follow. Thank you so much. I don't know, how are you not following, Zero? It is nice to meet you, Ellis fam, and everybody else that's in here. So thank you so much for joining us. We're gonna go I'm gonna have Robbie go put this on the grill, and then we're gonna start making a dessert, and it's gonna also be a rolled dessert. It, again, is not one I've ever made before. So I made plenty of mistakes putting this together, so I know how to do it right next time. And I make lots of mistakes, so you don't have to make mistakes. Why are the dogs following you? Because they love you. That is why they are following you. It could be the bacon. It could be the bacon. You are known as Mrs. Ellis. Okay, thank you for letting me know. I will remember that. Hopefully. You need this recipe. I will make sure that you get that for sure. I'm going to probably post this in Discord. So if you're not following in Discord, come join us. When I have time, I post recipes. I'm very bad at it. I know Nikki is amazing at posting her recipes and her pictures. I am not as good as that. I'm working on it. So we're gonna make this rolled cake. It is called a Reauleau Caramel Chocolat. And now I need to find it again because I pulled out my bookmark. Words have been hard today. I don't know, how about you guys? Have words been hard? I'm finding them hard. I'm gonna have to clean all this up because there's lots of bacon and pork over here. But anyway, so it's supposed to look something along that line, hopefully when we're done. We'll see. We'll see how I do with that. So, well, it's the same for me too. Any friend of theirs is a friend of mine. I'm so glad that you're here. So thank you for coming in. So basically this is gonna be, we're gonna make they're calling it a biscuit and not a cake. So kind of like on a jelly roll pan. And then I've already made a chantilly caramel base, but I'm gonna make the base for you too. It's just one that has to be in the refrigerator for a day to cool down and get the right consistency. So I made it yesterday so that I can finish the cake today because I cannot be on for 36 hours straight. And but I'll show you how to make the base for it too. So thank you, Boxer, for the follow. Thank you so much. So many follows, so many people. Love it. So we're gonna try and do that today. So let me clean this up because we definitely don't need raw pork and raw bacon in our cake. And cooked bacon and cooked pork is excellent, but just not in a cake, right? So how are you guys doing? How was Nikki? Nikki, how did the cake turn out? What do you guys like to see? I'm hopefully not gonna knock that over too much. I don't think I actually need this for anything, so I think I'll put this away and clean the counter. How was the stream? How did it go? How did it go? Did the cake look good? And I didn't even get a chance to, we had to set up, so I had to leave, but what kind of cake did you end up making? And did anything else get made? There were a lot of people on today. It was fun to hop around and see everybody today. All right. Let's get that. I think mostly, this is the cleanest you'll ever see me on a stream because I'm usually a big mess. There's usually stuff everywhere. And today, were we out of gas? Luckily, we have a backup. I guess that means no fire pit tonight then. I asked earlier if there was enough gas for the grill. Oh well. So anyways, I'm a streamer here in Texas, just like Nikki. Not too far from Nikki. We still need to go to the Asian food market. need to pull some recipes and see what I can get there. Okay, this is gonna be barbecue sauce that we're gonna put on the thing later, so let me get that out of the way over here. And we are gonna start by making the biscuit part of this. And I'm gonna be leaning pretty heavy into the recipe here because I haven't ever made this before. So you have to judge by, oh, ours doesn't have a gauge either. So it is a weight thing, like is the propane tank heavy or is it light? Exactly, but the good news is we have a fire pit that also uses a propane tank. So when it runs out, we almost always have a backup for it. Well, thank you so much, Mrs. Ellis, for the host. Thank you. That's awesome. I got to tell you, I love the food and streaming community. You guys are all so awesome. It's so much fun. I started doing this in May, and I love it. So in a small sauce, let me read all of this. So you get to hear me read. I don't always read my recipes out loud, but I want to make sure I don't mess this up. In a small saucepan, over low heat, combine egg yolks and the sugar until it's lukewarm. And then mix with an electric mixer until the color lightens. In a separate bowl with an electric mixer, whip the sugar and the egg whites. I can do that. And then in a separate small bowl, combine the cornstarch and cocoa powder. Okay, so let's start with the cornstarch and cocoa powder. So I have that done. And I need 6 tablespoons of cocoa powder, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. So you love supporting others. I'm so glad you're here. I love supporting others too. Like I said, I love hopping around today. It was fun to see everybody. I forgot to get the cornstarch out. So, hang on.
Thanks, Kelsey.
Kelsey. Oh, thank you, Kelsey. I didn't even know you were here. You didn't tell me you were here. Kelsey is my daughter, by the way. So if you're new in here, she never tells me if she's here. Well, that's not true. You do tell me sometimes. Did you put the thermometer in the meat so we can gauge the heat in here? No. Okay. Maybe we should do that. So, you've been watching football. I get that. I get that. Who finally won? It was tied. The Bengals won in overtime. Oh, dang it. Now that ruined my football pool. Guess I'm done with that. All right, we need 6 tablespoons of cocoa powder. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kelsey, did you see the bacon explosion thing that we put on the grill? It's lots and lots of bacon. It's 2 pounds of bacon. I am still rooting for the Rams, but only because I have a rivalry with somebody who's a 49er fan. Yeah, I'm not happy with them since they left St. Louis. Because I'm originally from St. Louis. So, all right, I need, oh, well, that was handy. It fell onto the shelf and not on the floor. I didn't have any floor bacon today, too. Yeah, we'll send a camera and see if we can get a shot of it on the grill in a little while. But we don't want to open it too much since we want to keep the heat in there. Okay, so this is that mixture, and now we'll get the other stuff started. So this will be the first layer in the jelly pan, except I'm just got a baking sheet, so it's going to be a little bit bigger. And then we'll put the chantilly caramel on it and roll it up. It'll be pretty cool. Look at this. Well, we do have floor chocolate, so there's that. Actually, I need to turn the oven on too. Let me turn the oven on to 400. And hopefully I'll have time after we make this so that I can make us like a vegetable to go with all of the bacon and the pork and the cheese. But Beaked Healer told me that putting it on a bun and eating it kind of like a burger is a good way to go with it too. Did you know that? Did you see that part? No? Yes? He's not listening. All right, so this is 5 egg yolks and sugar. So we're gonna use a small pan here. I need to get eggs out. That would be helpful, right? One, two, three. Let's use,
Almost done.
it's 66 degrees, so.
It's not even outside temperature yet.
Hey Kelsey, what is your temperature? What's it like up there? It was 74 and sunny here today. Oh. Have you ever like moved something because you want it to be more convenient, but then when you go to get it, you go to the place where it usually is? That's me right now. Hey Kelsey, cold and rainy? I know.
That's true, it is Seattle.
Meat is usually the accent to your vegetables. We're trying to work in that direction, but I grew up in the Midwest. Well, I grew up in Texas in the Midwest. So meat is like, you're supposed to have meat. All right, so I'm gonna put the egg whites in here. I'm gonna put the egg yolks in here. Yeah, no, Kelsey is different too. But that's the way it is. I mean, you can't have bacon, a bacon explosion cannot take second fiddle to anything else on the plate. All right. Hey, thanks, Beef Flex Holla. Thank you so much for the follow and welcome in. So glad that you are here. Oh my goodness. These eggs are, I guess I must have extra large and one of these is large eggs because they are different sizes. Oops, I hope I didn't break the yolk there. I didn't. That's good news. All right. What are your guys' favorite kinds of desserts? What do you like? I picked this because I know most people like chocolate. And it is from, I don't have the name of the bakery because it's on the other page and I have eggs all over my hand, but it's a Seattle bakery and it's out of the cookbook you gave me for Christmas, Kelsey. And by the way, we're cooking this kind of more elaborate dessert because we reached our big goal, so that was cool.
So thank you, everyone.
So thank you. Robbie especially thanks you.
Thank you.
Because Robbie gets to eat it. All right. Roll cake. Well, this is a roll cake, so perfect. Ice cream. McDonald's apple pie or a churro. So you like the fried things. Apple pie, love apple pie. That is one of my favorites, as is ice cream. And you know what's really funny though, is that growing up, I would say chocolate was not my go-to. Mine was always fruit flavored things. Strawberry rhubarb pie, apple pie, fruit tarts. But I do enjoy some chocolate and I feel like I have to do it because, you know, Robbie. Why are you looking at me like that? So, tiramisu. You know, and have you ever made macarons? I'm trying to convince a friend of mine to come and do them on stream because she is fabulous. Fabulous. Okay, I need to clean this out real quick. I need more than one set of measuring spoons. I'm trying to have less stuff in my kitchen, but yeah.
Did you get Nikki's word of the year?
Oh, drink. Oh, I did not. Oh, that's right. So Nikki, if you are still in here, we are doing Morphine Bear, if you're still here, here's your rock that I got done. So, and it says spaghetti tacos. So every day this year you can think of spaghetti tacos. I know, it's neat because it has your name on it. Do you see that? You probably can't see it. Maybe if we put it under here, you can see it. See? And it says spaghetti tacos. So
Rachel Angel 10 donated $10.
Oh, thank you, Rachel.
Say Robbie
I
Cook
know
and
what
rock,
that
please.
means.
Rachel.
Okay. You're not gonna learn how to make them. Well, I'm gonna try and get my friend in here. Okay, so Rachel happens to be Robbie's sister, and we have a thing going on right now that if you donate $5 or give 500 in bits, that you can make Robbie cook for 5 minutes, and I cannot. So luckily, this is just the trickiest part of all of this. So, so no problem. Robbie's gonna cook for 5 minutes, everybody. It is 6:26, so it's 6:31. Yes, spaghetti tacos are forever immortalized. Exactly, exactly, and I made them for you. And we are going to do your cookies later this month. But I'll give you guys the menu for the week, but we'll let Robbie cook right now. Okay, Robbie, guess what? You need 2 tablespoons and 2 teaspoons of sugar in here.
Hold on. You said a lot. I'm not good at this.
2 teaspoons.
2 teaspoons.
And 2 tablespoons of sugar in this pan.
In the
Hot.
pan or
Over here.
oh, that one?
Yes.
So not this one.
Not that one.
Am I measuring right?
You are measuring. You have met very few desserts that I
1.
don't get along with. 2.
2. And then
Now
what?
2 teaspoons.
This is 3/4.
Okay, well, now you need to find a teaspoon instead. Are any of them a teaspoon? Oh, here it is.
I feel like she's trying to sabotage me, guys.
He does have an apron. See, look, dinner is coming.
More sugar, right?
Yep.
Okay. Done. Dessert's finished.
Okay, so you're gonna take this,
Oh, maybe not.
whisk it. And then you need to turn it on and heat it up.
After I whisk or right now?
Yeah. Yeah, both. So heat it up till it's lukewarm.
So high, medium, low.
Oh, I would put it on low because we're only going for lukewarm.
That's not low. There we go. Now we're on low. This is going well. Is it supposed to look like a custard base?
It's kind of a custardy base for this, yes. Look at that. Are you impressed that he's like, he knows that you heat up eggs?
I cheated.
Oh, you cheated somebody.
I will not take credit for that.
Oh.
I don't have a head.
Thank Bops. Well, let's fix that. That I can do. Asking me to
There we
switch
go.
cameras, not so much.
Am I supposed to continually do this
No, it needs to heat up, and so,
so I can chill?
yeah, chill until it looks like it's heating up. Oh, do you need water? Are you just
Hi,
out of
guys.
water?
Thanks, Rachel. Hopefully this won't ruin it. I hope.
Oh, it is good that your Girl Scout cookies arrived before the blizzard, because that would be bad to not have your Girl Scout cookies. Nobody's been by my house.
Oh, they probably were today, but we were out walking.
I thought it was yesterday that we saw her. We took a
might
walk
have
2
been
days in a row.
Mix it like this. Is that how the magic happens?
I think it's that. I think it is.
Just follow Morphine Bear's instructions and we'll be fine? No?
Maybe.
All right, what else?
Is it warm yet?
I don't know. Do I touch it?
Yes. Does it feel lukewarm?
I don't know if I trust her. I think you're allowed to touch it and tell me.
Nope.
No. Not, it didn't burn me.
But is it lukewarm? Lukewarm is not going to burn you. We don't want it to be so that you burn. Yeah, it's tough when you're not selling them anymore and you have to go buy the cookies someplace, find them.
Ta-ta.
All right, I think that's good.
Okay, now what?
All right, so now you're gonna take this mixer here that I did get that out for you.
Oh, the thing.
Uh-huh. And we want to mix this.
This seems
Look
like
at this, we're kind of messy
another
over
bad
here.
idea. Okay, is it
figure out
locked
how do you-
into position?
Yes, but you have to hold this down so you can press that one down. There you go. Now, mix it. Mix it.
Whoa, that's making a mess.
Well, don't let that happen. And you might want to hold the pot.
No, all these tips. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's normal cooking sounds, we're fine.
So it's going to start to get lighter in color is what should happen. Yes, exactly. Should be able to judge by the color. From the niece of someone you follow on Twitter. That's a very roundabout way.
I'll just produce two, it's fine.
Oh my gosh, what are you doing?
I just have to do the dishes, I don't have to clean, so.
Mito gang is here for the bacon. The bacon is on the grill. When Robbie is done with his 5 minutes of cooking, we'll send him back out. Hello, Neo Mechasonic. How
Hey,
are you
guys.
doing? So glad to see you. All right. Your 5 minutes is up, believe it or not.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Do I keep it on and lift it up out of there? Because that'd make a nice mess.
No. What are you doing? All
Well,
right.
that was fun.
All right, I'm going to keep doing this. Woo! And I'm making a mess too.
There we go.
It
Seems
feels
slick.
like this is just moving all over the place. It's not.
I broke it.
Did you? You probably shouldn't have done that. This is not lightening up in color, and we're making a giant mess. Both of us.
Oh, it's all over me.
It's a good thing you had an apron, huh? So it's all over the counter. No snowstorm for you.
We might get one in a few days. We'll see.
We're supposed to maybe get some ice and snow.
For Texas.
I wish I could turn this down a little bit. I might just get the whisk out again and use the whisk. I think that's what I'm gonna do because this is just kind of going everywhere. Can you unplug this for me, please? Thank you.
Did I break it?
I don't think you broke it. I just think that this isn't the right setup for this. So while I continue to whisk this, I'm gonna actually start doing the egg whites. But I'm gonna use the Big Mama over here. I need room. Yeah, take the cord while I...
You're welcome. I'm glad to help.
Good times. So for this part, I need the egg whites and a half a cup of sugar. I need to continue to whisk this, but we can kind of start to see that it's turning custardy in there, but I'm going to continue doing that a little bit more. And I'm going to throw some sugar in here. So put a half a cup of sugar. It went too fast. It does go by fast. So we're just making kind of a meringue-like texture with the egg whites over here. And I'm gonna go get my I swear I cannot find anything. I'm going crazy. Or I am crazy. Both. There we go. I'll rinse it off real well. But this it has lightened up in color a little bit, but not as much as I would like. And I know you probably can't see it too well. And I usually like doing this in a bowl over a little heat. But what's great is these egg whites, you know, so many, not egg whites, the egg yolks that you get in the grocery store. When you get a better egg, you get a deeper colored yolk. Like so many eggs, the yolk is like pale, pale yellow. I like them when they're a nice dark color. Have better for you. It does go by fast, Rachel. I did actually give you an extra minute, too. All right. So what's the temperature of our meat, Robbie?
69 degrees. We got a long way to go.
A long way to go? Do I have stuff on my face?
It's that better.
I know, isn't it pretty? And it has that custardy texture to it, so I think it's pretty good. All right, Robbie says I have something on my face. I'm gonna go check.
You got most of it.
All right. There's that better? Does this meet with your approval? They're all good. Now we just wait for the meringue. And then the other thing we've got to do is we've got to melt some chocolate. And we're going to do that in a makeshift double boiler.
You said 150 for the meat, right?
Huh?
150.
150 for the meat. Yeah, what is it at?
That's what I got it set to.
Okay.
So we got a long way to go. We're up to 70.
Long way to go. Oh my gosh! Hey, thank you. Thank you, Hippie Wayfarer. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome. Welcome in. We're in dessert mode here while we're cooking some bacon inside pork sausage wrapped in bacon on the grill. Hello, a bearded gentleman sent you. Well, I am so glad he did. I welcome into Dana's kitchen. Welcome. Welcome so much, Filled Soda. My name is Dana. We're currently working on dessert on a rolled cake. We have egg yolk everywhere because the way we were trying to whisk it earlier got a little crazy.
I was in control, so.
Yes. Hello, Lady Wayfarer. How are you? Yeah, so I'm Dana. I'm here with Robbie. Hopefully, I sound like I'm shouting to me. I probably sound like that too, but I got the mixer next to me. Yeah, so here we are making dessert. So, yeah, we are. It's a bacon explosion. As a matter of fact, you know what? I should have Robbie go out and try to show you what it looks like on the grill. You want to try and you want to see if the phone will work? Go that far?
It's pretty dark out there.
Take a light. Or don't. I'm so glad you guys are doing good. Yes, so basically what we have is a bacon explosion. So it is pork sausage stuffed with cheese and bacon and barbecue sauce wrapped in bacon. And it's on the grill and we're smoking it with some mesquite smoke. So, yeah. So here we are, and now I'm making the dessert because the dessert is going to be a rolled dessert as well. And we're making the first part that's got to go in the oven and cook. So we've got like a custardy base here, a meringue base here, and now I'm going to get some chocolate. Some more chocolate to put in it as well. All right, let's see how that looks. I'll turn it off so I don't lift it up with there. That looks pretty good. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to go make this easier on myself and get the proper tools to do this. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I'm so glad you guys are here. So what did you do? Did you cook something today? How was your stream? How did it go? So make sure, guys, let's support our fellow food and drink streamers. Let's give Happy Wayfarer a follow and welcome them in. And I'm in concentrating mode because I've never made this before. We're gonna have plenty of time to chat though. All right, so I have now done that, and I've done that. I've done that. So now we're going to mix, slowly fold the egg yolk mixture and cocoa powder mixture into the meringue. Was I putting those together? Remove and then mix in there till the color lines. In a separate bowl, sorry, again, it's a new recipe, so it's supposed to look like this. So we're hoping that it looks.
How would you like me to actually? There we go.
We're hoping it looks like that when we're done. This came because the community helped us reach our big goal, and this is what I'm making for him. And Robbie is very thankful for it because he gets to eat it. So that is what we are doing. Repeat. Okay, I think I'm doing these separately in here. I don't think I'm mixing these together. So I'm gonna put this and fold this into my egg mixture. And it's not like a true custard base, but it is custardy. And Robbie, there's egg, there's meringue, it's one of those nights. I say that all the time though, so it's always one of these nights. One day I'll admit that it's just me. Have you ever said anything enough times going, boy, I'm having one of those days, but you say it enough and then you're like, you know what? I guess that's just the way I am. I know. What is wrong with me? And what did I say? I was going to get that double boiler going, right? So I need to do that too. I need like something to put my recipes right here so I can see them. And then we've got that in. This mess is a place, yes. Oh, good company. You made 2 pies. Quiche Lorraine, ooh, chicken pot pie, and Alton Brown's pie crust. Your mom's won? Awesome. So you like Alton Brown? Because we like Alton Brown around here too. But I still tinker with some of his recipes as well. So what's in your mom's pie crust? Because I still use my grandmother's pie crust when I cook. With my cousin's hints and notes on it. I use like the Crisco butter shortening and flour and a little salt, and that's it. A little water. What do you use for your pie crust? For your mother's, what does your mother use for her pie crust? I'm always looking for good pie crust recipes. So this going in there is just cornstarch and cocoa powder. And what we had there was a custard base, a kind of a custard base, because when I make custard bases, I kind of whisk as it's heating up, usually, but I'm just following directions. And then the egg whites with the sugar as well. And now we're gonna melt some chocolate, and I gotta melt something with the chocolate. What do I have to do with the chocolate? Butter, because that's what we want. Butter and chocolate and bacon. Butter and shortening. Everybody's kind of got their own preference. But yeah, the key to any good pie is the pie crust. If you don't have a good pie crust, you're gonna do some dishes. I had chocolate. Is it still over here? There it is. All right, double boiler. So then we're gonna do this and we're gonna put that into this mix. And then we're gonna put it in the pan. To deflate your egg whites, yeah, you could. They still look pretty good though, because it does have a lot going in. I'm a little worried about putting the warm chocolate in there and doing it, but sometimes, you know, you'll get it to puff up a little bit more when it goes in the oven. We'll see. The thing is this has 0 flour in it. All right, so for this I need, how much do I need? I need 1.5 ounces of dark chocolate and 3 tablespoons of butter. So this is almost 1.5 ounces. It's a little bit more. So I think if I take 1 square off of this, it'll be 1.5 ounces. I guess I'll have to eat this. And then we'll get 3 tablespoons of butter. More things for Robbie to wash, which he told me the other day he doesn't like doing dishes. I was so disappointed. I thought he loved doing dishes. You know, and this is the first time I'm making this 2 pops, so a lot of times I mess things up the first time around, or I learn something that I need to do differently and follow the next time I make it. So usually if I'm making something for company, we will have it the week before, just so I can practice. Because I have found, especially with things on the internet, people don't write them in order a lot of times. Like this particular one says, heat the oven to 400. That's the first thing on the list. Although this one is from a cookbook, right? And luckily, hey, guess what? I actually read my recipe all the way through, so I did something right this time. And I'm gonna get chocolate all over this book. It's gonna have bacon and chocolate on it. The dogs are going to eat my cookbook. And then it has you do this part, and then it goes to the chantilly caramel. And at the end of that part, it says, stick it in the refrigerator for 24 hours. And I'm like, so is it necessary for my oven to be on for 24 hours before I cook? So, hello, Dakin. Hello, people. How are you doing? Welcome in. So glad to see you. I'm gonna melt some chocolate and some butter. And then we are going to put it on here. Okay, so while I'm letting this melt, we're going to get, and I've got eggs on this. I need to get this out of the way too. I have this big kitchen and I've chosen the smallest part of my counter to do my stream from. This is the small, maybe not good planning on my part. And yet, here we are many months later. I got egg yolk on this. So we're gonna put some parchment paper on here. Because since this is gonna be a rolled cake, if we don't put it on parchment paper, it's gonna be impossible to roll it. So, let's get that out. And I have like the biggest, sometimes I have trouble getting the parchment paper to the size I want it to. See? And my scissors are, excuse me. Do you think? I don't think that's yours, buddy. Oh, thank you. That has pork on it though, so I don't want that. Fine. I will do this the old-fashioned way. Or I could do that. So, what's up? What are you guys doing? I always like to ask people's favorite pies because since a bunch of you came in from making pies, what are your favorite kind of pies? My all-time favorite is strawberry rhubarb. Specifically my grandmother's strawberry rhubarb. Mine's pretty good. It probably tastes a lot like my grandma's did, but it always tastes better when grandma does it. Well, now I don't need it now. I did it the old-fashioned way. Look. See?
But it's ready.
Awesome. It's ready for the next thing when I need it. Hey, Kanara. Oh, so you went the savory route. Shepherd's pie. But shepherd's pie doesn't have a crust. Or at least not the way I've made it, it does. It has the potatoes on the top, and there's nothing wrong with meat and potatoes. Peach custard. I don't think I've ever had a peach custard pie. That's interesting. I think it's kind of interesting. I like strawberry rhubarb pie, which tends to be a little bit on the sweeter side, and I don't usually go for things that are that sweet. Whew, that's hot. Dana's touching hot stuff. Because that's what I do sometimes. Whew. Robbie's getting a head start. Pork pies. You know, you guys are clever because I wasn't even thinking savory. And I did not, and you guys have answered truthfully on that. Pies. Awesome. I know, we're having a party in here. We've got our pork and bacon, pork sausage and bacon on the grill. Robbie's getting a head start on dishes because I think that's his least favorite part of this is doing dishes forever afterwards. So I'm going to take this off of here for a second, let it cool down just a second. Because I am a little worried about, I will tell you this, Pops, I am a little worried about this deflating when I pour this in here. Until melted and lukewarm. It's a little more than lukewarm. So we're going to wait just a second and let it cool down. And I'll keep stirring because some of this has not mixed as well as I want it to. As I'm noticing, as I'm paying better attention to this. Blackberry. Blackberry's good. I like that. My ex-mother-in-law, she used to love this something called is it called a forest pie or... It was like a berry explosion. It had like raspberries, blueberries, blackberries, strawberries. It had all these different kinds of berries in it. And while it's good, you can't really tell apart the different flavors. But so it's Gravenstein. Is that a type of apple? Because that's not one I've seen around here. I always make such wonderful foods. Well, thank you. Even when I do them wrong, which is quite often. But I still managed to pull it out so it at least tastes good. So I'm trying to remember what the last thing you were cooking. How did your different TikTok, by the way, if we haven't given a shout out to Kanara yet, Fallen Age, can you do that for me since Robbie has got soap and hot water all over his hands? Kanara, by the way, guys, is a phenomenal streamer in this last month. If you didn't get to see it, she did TikTok foods, all the trends on TikTok. And that deviled eggs, that's what I wanted to find out. How did the Bloody Mary eggs turn out? All of them came out great? Okay, so putting the eggs and letting the egg whites soak in vodka worked to make a good Bloody Mary egg. Interesting. So make sure you give Kanara a follow. I haven't noticed what your theme is for March. Do you have a theme or something special you're doing for March in your channel? I mean, not March, February. February's the next month. Holy cow.
Skipping right ahead, aren't you?
Oh my gosh. By the way, Kanara, the Cincinnati Bagels won their game. In case you were wondering.
Because you've never misspoke or misread something on stream.
Never.
Right? Okay.
Never.
Just checking, Dana.
I never have problems with words on my stream. Ever. Old Bay season. Okay. Okay, so good to know. Good to know if I try that out. So, February, game on. Food from video games. Ooh, awesome. So I have some people in here who would love to have foods from games. Yeah, so this is not as poofy as it once was. Yeah. But it doesn't matter, it's supposed to be a batter. So we'll give it a try. No pressure when you have somebody who's an actual chef in your channel. Oh my goodness, that is my Velociraptor. You know, Robbie hasn't made us our drink yet. So, and you are one of them, exactly, QT. It isn't, I agree. If it's not, it should be. So, we're gonna stick this in the oven for about 15 minutes-ish at 400. And I remembered to turn my oven on, so that's always good. I didn't have my, I thought I had a jelly roll pan, but I've moved so many times it probably got lost in one of the moves. So I'll have to get one, so we're gonna make do with this. And again, it may not look exactly like the picture because I don't have the jelly roll pan, and so this may not be quite as smooth. And look, that chocolate didn't quite get folded in, but that's okay. It's okay, don't panic. I'm not panicking. See, not only do I talk to my bacon, I talk to myself while looking at you. So I want to get this as close to a square or a rectangle as I possibly can. You call dibs on the spatula. You're not a real chef, to be clear. Well, but you have a good theme, you know? I'm not a real chef either. Although my brother sent me a chef hat. And I would wear it. I was like, who sent me this chef hat? Did you guys hear this story? For the first few times I was wearing it just to come on and go, who sent this to me? Who sent this to me? And then finally one day my brother, while I was talking to my sister-in-law, says, ask Dana why she never wears her chef hat. And I'm like, you sent it. Brothers. What are you gonna do with them? All right. I want to make sure it is like the same height-ish and that it's kind of rectangle-like. I can always, I guess, trim it if I need to. Or just have a messy-looking roll cake, so there's that. Roly-poly. On to doke, yep, I know, KP Duty, thank you so much for bringing your community in here. I love that. Thank you, and have a good evening. And hopefully it doesn't take you too long to clean up the kitchen. So, his food is good. It's looked good. I've watched a couple of times. I'm a big lurker during the day because I'm trying to write notes and emails and stuff, so I don't always get in and get a chance to talk. Because, you know, the thing that pays the bills. What temperature is our meat at?
85.
Hey, would you like the spatula that's got chocolate on it?
Kanara, I'm stealing your spatula.
Sorry, Kanara. I'm sure by the time I got it to, I'm kind of washing my hands in a very, this is awkward. All right, this is gonna go in the oven. It's like my cutting board's in there and I'm like hugging my cutting board trying to wash my dishes. So yeah, sorry, Kanara. He's helping with the dishes. Also, by the time I got it to Oregon, it would probably not be very good.
But rest assured, it's delicious.
All right. It doesn't need to be in there that long. So while that is happening, we're gonna have another thing we're gonna be doing here. And I'm trying to decide what I want to use for this. So
How are there that many dishes over there already?
I know, I actually need some dishes done. So I'll do them. Don't panic. I'm gonna do them.
I'm panicking.
So while I'm doing a couple of dishes so that I can put this on the mixer and mix this is gonna be our chantilly caramel. Actually, I'm gonna need to show you the base for that too. But I'm gonna do a couple of dishes. Robbie's gonna make you a drink that he discovered yesterday. For some reason, he had dinosaurs, like, I need a dinosaur drink. So we're gonna let him entertain you. Woo!
This is a mistake. I think I can just do dishes.
And nobody had to pay to have him do this. So this is his drink. It has many things in it. So if you like, I will tell you this ahead of time. You'll need to go get the soda out of the other fridge too. If you get one of the glass bottles that's got just seltzer in it, and then there's a Moxie in the door. He's looking at me like I'm confusing him. So where was I going with this? Oh, I know what I was saying. If you are one of those people who kind of likes those punch bowl drinks and stuff, you'll really like this. It's a little on the sweet side, but it looks like a dinosaur, so I think that's what he really likes about it. And I'll keep you company till he gets here. We'll pull out some of his alcohol that he needs. He needs vodka. He needs rum. And we had light rum or white rum, so that's what he's getting. You need blue curacao, Midori, lemon juice, and look, I'm not squeezing lemons either, Kanara, and it is okay. It does. And then it's got seltzer, and it's got soda. So there we go. He's gonna take it away here while I do the dishes I need. Since he told me he doesn't like doing dishes.
Okay, time to play bartender. Wait, where's the
Huh?
glasses?
I got all your ingredients out. There should be some in here.
Chaos in the kitchen.
Oh my goodness. Here we
Where'd my
go. They're
recipe
gonna
go?
be Christmas
Still up there?
themed ones. There's a Christmas themed one and a sloth one. How's that?
Oh, I meant the mixing one, but that's fine.
You what? What did you want? Well, you're gonna make a big mess of. We're gonna end up with floor barbecue sauce. What are you looking for?
What would you like me to mix it in?
Oh, that's what you needed. I'm sorry. I thought you were getting the glasses out from yesterday.
I'll start measuring.
How's that? That's good. I will.
Is that an
clean-
option? Can people tip the bartender? I still didn't raise the camera enough.
Tip your bartender. Especially when he's got
I'm
a bossy
really tall.
girlfriend who's telling him he doesn't need something that he actually needs.
And
So
we'll
sorry about that.
turn
Sorry about that, sweetie.
That on.
I'm going to give you this and you can dry.
All right. We'll get drinks soon. I promise. Hopefully,
Where
it'll
did
look
the
as good
other
as the
part?
first
Where did
time.
the other thing go? I just had it.
You're losing stuff over there?
I am. I had the metal.
It's like the missing sock.
Holy moly, I don't know what happened to the... Oh, there it is. Okay.
She found it. We're saved.
Oh my goodness. And we haven't even had a drink yet, and I'm this...
All right. So it wasn't 2 ounces vodka. I tried to do that last night. Are we doing a double recipe though? Yes, you want one?
Yeah.
Okay. So I will do 2 ounces of vodka. But I'd rather pour it into...
Well, wait, I gotta dry it out. It's got water in it. You don't want no
It's
water.
hard to find good help. All right.
I concur.
Ice. Get this nice and cold. All right, we're ready to start mixing now. So 1 ounce of vodka, half of the rum, so we'll double that. And we'll move this out of the way as we go. Half of the Midori.
It has a lot of stuff in it.
It's really important on these green and blue ones to measure as accurately as you can, or it won't look like it's supposed to look.
Oh, you already did one thing I needed to wash.
There's another half of this?
Excellent.
Yes, okay.
I think I need another mixing bowl.
I'm making a mess over here.
Excellent.
You just can't
And it's not
trust
just me.
Not putting caps on things. I'm a bad bartender. All right, what's next?
What's next?
I think that's it for now.
Yes, because you
Because
float.
otherwise, it'll be a disaster. I have done that before. I've put in the bubbles.
Is it
Don't
club
do
soda?
that.
You put club soda or something in there?
Either club soda or ginger beer. And this thing just kept wanting to fly off because, you know, pressure. Hey, Scooter Beige.
Hey, Scooter Beach.
You're just in time for the Raptor drink.
It's almost my... I would, you know, I will tell you, Kanar, I'd probably much rather have a martini than this drink. But this is what we're making tonight.
It'll look cool.
It will look cool. It does look cool.
At least it did last night on the first try. The second try didn't go very well. All right.
I'm trying to clean up and I'm making a bigger mess. Woo.
Oh, and I need my strainer too. Oh, you have it. Excellent. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Look at that. Look at that timing, that teamwork.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It looks very, very bright. Oh, good enough. Thank you. Thank you very much, Sewell. Hang on. Close your eyes.
Close your eyes. Close your eyes. What did I just
This-
miss?
Oh
Is
my
this a host?
gosh.
Yes. Thank you, Zool, for the host.
Thank you, Zool, for the host. Look what's in the refrigerator. Ta-da! There it is. There's Zool in my refrigerator. Okay. Here, we'll leave him in there.
We'll leave him in there where
Yeah.
he's safe.
It's always good. Okay.
All right, back to the drinks.
Sorry, distraction. Distracted. Hi, Creative Kate. I didn't know you were in here. Oh, there we go. I see you up there. I have my back turned, washing dishes. So, welcome in. Kiss the cook. I agree with you, Morphine. There should be more kissing of the cook.
One thing at a time, please.
It's like that's a hardship or something.
I learned from Rusty.
You want a photo of that on Discord? Okay, we'll do that for you. You learned from Rusty.
Yes. He's been a very positive influence on me.
Unlikely. Did you do the lemon juice?
Not yet.
Oh.
Was it just a splash?
It was your recipe. I don't know.
We'll just do a splash. There we go.
Okay.
Touch. That's probably a little bit more than the splash.
So, I don't know of any dinosaurs that were this color.
This is the magic one that finishes it off. Thank you.
So again, if you like those kind of like party punches or those big punch bowls you get at certain bars and everything.
Oh, it actually did it right tonight.
Oh, now he's happy. So we can go. Meow. And see it a little better. So I know it looks a little weird, but it is kind of dinosaur looking.
Ta-da!
Okay. So Robbie was very happy with his choice there. There you go.
Cheers.
All right.
Tastes like a dinosaur.
You know what? I like it with the Moxie better than the Coke. Have you guys ever had Moxie in Maine? Ever that? Kelsey dressed as a Ghostbuster. She was in here for a little bit. It does help if you pour it over the back of a spoon. We were doing that yesterday.
I did do that last night.
He just didn't do it today.
So are you ready to take back over the entertainment part of the stream?
I am, but you're going to need to move your bar while I cook. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I made yesterday, which is the base for the chantilly caramel right here. And basically all it is sugar and that has been browned and cream. And then we're going to whip that up in a little bit. But before we do that, I want to show you how we made that. But again, this is why I was glad I followed my own advice and read the recipe all the way through, since everything made it sound like I wasn't going to need to put anything in the refrigerator, and then all of a sudden there's one line that says, and refrigerate for 24 hours. So there you go. So oh, here it is. I'm just running all over the place. It's fine. It's all good. Here we go. So this is going to be 1 cup of sugar that we're going to put in here. And we're going to let it melt and turn a nice brown golden color. Where are all my measuring spoons? Aha. Aha. Here's my 1 cup. We're going to put that in there. And then I have another one over here, because now you're just looking at nothing. So we're going to do a cup of sugar in here on low heat. And on this one, I'm going to put some cream in. And how much cream? 1 3/4 cup of cream. And we're going to heat that up to room temperature. But I'm going to start with the sugar. And I do want it on low because I don't want it to burn on the bottom. So I've been on for 2 hours. Hi, kitty cat. Welcome in. Welcome in. So glad that you are here. The bacon is all on the grill right now, and it's very dark outside. We'll need to get some lights for the grill.
It's up to 93 degrees now.
We may want to turn that up just a little bit. Otherwise, we may be here all night long.
I will go do that.
Okay. So we're going to turn it up. We had it at a really low heat. At 185, I think, is what we had it set at. So we're going to bump it up a little bit to maybe 200 and let it see if it'll cook a little bit more. You're going to lurk while you work on dinner. You know you got to feed your peoples. I got that. Excellent. Thank you so much for being here. So yeah. Okay, so I'm doing many things all at the same time. Oh, puppy cam. Okay, hang on with puppy for puppy cam, because that's got to be Robbie doing that. I'm going to take the cake out. I'm going to check and see how that is. doing, it's not very even, but it looks pretty good.
It looks good.
It smells good. Can you smell
If
that?
only a producer had the other camera set up to where, you know, people could see it.
Is the third camera working? Yeah, that is actually already done. So it's kind of lumpy. We're gonna let it cool down and see what happens. And I'm trying not to burn my hand because I'm not really using the proper attire here. So that's gonna be what we roll all this nice chantilly caramel in. I'm gonna stick it over here for the time being though.
Thanks for being here, Kanara.
Yeah. All right, so very low, let that melt. And then I need 1 3/4 cup of whipping cream. And I think all of our measuring cups are in here, so. Because I don't think, does this have 1 3/4? It doesn't. All right, I'm gonna wash this one real quick. You get to see us washing dishes, how exciting.
Yeah, I got the other camera working. So now we can see you washing dishes. Isn't that exciting?
Yay, that's super exciting. You get to see my back. All right, what else is up? Anything good happening this week coming up for everybody? I'm so excited to go to the dentist tomorrow. Not really.
No?
No. But I think
Oh.
I'm supposed to be going to some sort of comedy thing next weekend. Robbie and I are, but I don't know what it is because my friend said, hey, we have tickets to this comedy thing. I said, what is it? And she said, it's a comedy thing. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna do 1 3/4 cups over here, and all I am doing is just heating it up until it is starting to boil. But like, not like a rolling boil, right? Like a little baby parboil on that. You're getting on, where are you going on vacation? I'm jealous, I keep trying to pin everybody down on vacations. And I think the only thing Robbie and I have so far is we're going to his family reunion in Nebraska in July. But we're deciding we're gonna go hit a few states afterwards and stream. So hopefully we figure out how to use the backpack by then. Because now we have one.
Thanks, Morphine Bear.
You gotta go for a walk? Okay, thank you. Thanks so much for being here. And don't forget, oh, I haven't gone over the menus for this since I was on in the first 5 minutes. So while I'm waiting for this to melt, let's talk a little bit about what we're gonna do this month. So on Thursday, we're going to do drunken noodles and some pho, because Kelsey wanted me to make some pho, and drunken noodles is one of Robbie's go-tos when we go to this one restaurant. And my son will be here, and they love drunken noodles as well. Next Sunday, Robbie and I are gonna attempt to make tamales. Yay.
Attempts.
We haven't made tamales in a long time. The following Thursday on the 10th, we're going to be doing an Italian wedding soup, as somebody in chat wanted to do. Okay, so that's good to know that if you don't have any cell service, you won't be able to do a stream because you'll be playing in the snow. Okay.
That does sound like fun.
Super Bowl Sunday, that is the 13th. We're going to be doing some Nashville hot chicken sliders, using waffle fries for the bun. And we're going to be making some chili and probably some chocolate covered strawberries. On the 17th, we're going to do Korean tacos. On the 20th, we're going to do some Gouda stuffed burgers with caramelized onions and a molten lava cake.
That sounds amazing.
Although I also saw a maple chocolate pudding that uses bacon for a straw, so I may change my mind and do that as the dessert. Then we're going to do something on the 24th called sambeji, which is a chicken dish, and it's a relatively simple chicken dish. So I may do one of the other, is this in the way? I may do one of the other, what? Okay, I don't know. I'm apparently doing something wrong, which is not unusual. And then on the 27th, Robbie and I are going to do homemade pasta, and it is going to be short rib raviolis that have a mushroom sauce that's made with the braising liquid from the short ribs. One of my favorite things that we have ever made.
It's one of the best things we've ever done.
Phenomenal, so phenomenal. So that is what I have on the menu for the month. And as you know me, I'll probably add something as we go. Did the whisk get
It sure did.
cleaned? Cool, because I am going to need that. All right, so I don't know if you guys can see, but that sugar, that white sugar, as it's melting, is getting that nice caramely color to it. So we're getting there. Thank you so much. It was such a beautiful day today. Even took the dogs for a walk. Rocky even mostly behaved on the walk. That's unusual, isn't it?
Yeah, he was pretty good today.
I'm trying to teach him to heel, which he did pretty good at. He's getting better. So we're getting there. So like I said, I'm going to make this base, but this base is then going to go into the refrigerator when it cools off, and then I'll have to figure out something else I can do with the chantilly. A chantilly, what do they call it? Chantilly caramel. And maybe one day we'll actually have food. I'm sure Robbie is hungry. It's almost 7:30 here, and the meat is still on the grill.
It is up to 98 degrees. It started at 61 or something.
Yeah, it's not going very fast, is it? What is the grill on now?
It was at 200 when I went out there. I bumped it up a scotch.
Okay. Pipe it into muffins. That would be good. I have time tomorrow. I don't have any clients tomorrow. I just have clients on Tuesdays and Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Not on Thursdays, because I'm with you guys on Thursdays.
But the meatloaf definitely took forever the last time we did this.
I know. We may need to cook it a little bit faster. Is it smoky when you open it up? Can you smell the mesquite? Not really.
I don't know if it's too covered or...
You can make the whole bigger. Okay, so now, do you see this just beautiful color that you get out of that? I'm just gonna finish melting those last little few pieces in there, and then we're gonna start whisking in the cream. And then after you do that, when you take it out of the refrigerator, you get this nice caramel. And we're gonna whip it up. Hey, Rusty, how are you? What's up? I've seen you in so many places today. Oh my goodness. All right. So yeah, go follow Rusty if you're not following Rusty. He does a lot of things. Let's see, his wife cooks. Tell me which days. Which days does Lady cook? And then Rusty does house parties where they look at houses online, which is kind of fun. Not kind of fun, it's actually really fun. All right, so now I'm gonna take my nice hot cream that had started to boil. You can see it's got a little bit of the skin on there. And then we're gonna whisk it into our caramel here. And I never did get to find out what pickled babies were because I had to go. Tuesdays and Thursdays. So cooking on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And what are pickled babies? Oh, you're good. You came over with little Miss Nikki. Oh, okay. Well, then you've been here for a while. I'm glad you said hi. Otherwise, I would not have known you were here. Robbie may have. He's got the list over there.
That's buried under a couple windows.
Oh, is it? Well, never mind. So, yeah, it's fun. Rusty is fun. I advocate for Team Lady.
Team Rusty.
Robbie advocates for Team Rusty. I'm making a mess because I'm trying to stir with my left hand. This is where my daughter comes in handy because she's left-handed. And I've got big balls of caramel on the bottom of this. But it doesn't matter, we're not using this tonight.
It's because you're using the one you made yesterday.
Yes.
Gotcha. The
Yeah.
magic of
But-
live internet.
Well,
television.
also the magic of reading your recipe first and being able to do something twice because you read your recipe. Okay. Robbie's wondering, I just did a bunch of dishes. How are there so many dishes? So now we've got this, right? And you can put that in your refrigerator and have just a nice caramel sauce, like to put on stuff if you want. I'm gonna let this set aside and cool down before I put it in the fridge. Food safety, you don't want to put it in the fridge and drop the temperature of the fridge and cause some bad things for other people. Isn't this an interesting color drink now? You see, you got kind of this, you can't even tell, you can't tell on there, it's too dark on there.
I'll post pictures. I've got some from last night.
Okay, an article about, I did hear about the mummy baby. I did hear about the mummy baby. I know everybody was wondering what that was. Okay, I'm gonna put this back over here. Dogs have been relatively quiet tonight.
Well, I put the raptor to bed.
Oh, he's in bed. Okay.
Yeah, he's in bed.
I mean, that's
He's going to
always
miss
good.
out on the bacon. He'll have to wait till tomorrow.
I'll save some for him.
He'll just have dreams of it as he smells what we're eating.
All right, I'm gonna put my caramel from last night in this bowl, and then I'm gonna whip it up in here, and then we'll put it on top of our cake over there. And roll it up. And we'll see. We'll see. Did Dana do it right? Stay tuned. You know, I cleaned the other thing so that I could get this out of here easier. The spatula. Words are hard tonight. But then I say that a lot too, don't I? At what point is it me?
Absolutely.
Oh, yes. Yes. We will show you Zool. We should have had a sound effect. That would have been fun. Zool. Here we go. There's Zool in the fridge. So, it's very nice now that we've done that. We're trying to find a good picture of Zool. Or we were calling on the dark forces to make sure Zool showed up in our refrigerator. Does that sound better?
We're at 101. Should I go bump it up a little bit more?
Probably. All right, you had done...
Otherwise it might be midnight before it's ready.
Okay, oh, here we did. Here I did it. There it is. So we had lots of technical difficulties when we went on today too, Rusty, so if that helps you maybe feel any better. We had to completely shut down and restart. So not only Zool though, yes, he does have Vanna White moves. He's actually more comfortable just pointing at things than talking, so. All right, we're gonna, oh, he turned that off. Okay, so we're gonna whip this up. Fluff up our our caramel. Woo. So we'll do that. I'm gonna get this pan, make sure it's not too hot. So there's our cake, and I'm gonna put this on, and then I'm gonna attempt to roll it. And we'll see if it breaks or not. Yep, that's our drink. So the drink is called the Raptor Cocktail. Robbie looked it up. He wanted something. I think Rocky was bothering him a lot last night. He said, I need a Velociraptor cocktail. So, but stay tuned. Next Sunday, when we're doing tamales, Robbie's going to attempt to make a tequila sunrise with tequila and not vodka. All right. So can you turn on this camera? Because I want you to see how much the color is changing of this over what it was beforehand. I keep forgetting the camera's on this side. You know, it's kind of like driving games and video games. And I know in some of them you can switch and have like the driver's seat, but so many of them are in the middle. And my youngest, I got a Robbie deck. We also do have a Stream Deck, but the problem is we're using my laptop, which is Apple in there, and we have so many things hooked in, and we've got a hub, and we can't put certain things in the hub because it seems to hurt the quality of the camera in particular. And so we're trying to figure out where to plug in the Stream Deck and, you know, do all of that stuff. So
We'll get it figured out.
yeah, because there are times, like if I'm doing something in the morning and he wants to sleep in, or maybe he's not feeling well, I want to be able to do some stuff. All right, does everybody see how light and fluffy that is? This caramel, like look at this. It's like whipped cream caramel. It's delicious.
Well, now I'm even hungrier than I was a minute ago.
It's the actual one called Stream Deck, right? My daughter got it for me for Christmas, or got it for us. So it's an actual, the hub that we have, what's the hub we have? No, it's not a powered one, is it?
Not really. The power can go through to charge the computer, but it wasn't the most expensive one because we just needed a couple ports at the time. So
But we may need to upgrade that.
We'll probably upgrade to a powered one.
All right, I'm gonna clean this caramel off of here so I don't get sticky stuff. You did go out, didn't you, and up the temperature?
We're up to 103 now.
So this is the thing that we had a problem with when we did a meatloaf on the smokers. It took so much longer than the directions said it would take.
So long that you were able to get a hold of Alton Brown to ask him a question.
It was an Alton Brown one, and I was like, this has been on here forever. Does it really have to get to this temperature?
Well, because he was saying that the temperature would come up even more, and it was going up so slow, there was no way it was going to keep going up when we took it off the heat.
Okay, does that not look cool? Isn't that cool that you can make a caramel with the whipping cream, stick it in the refrigerator, and the next day you can make a nice caramel whipping cream? This would be delicious like on a cupcake. It came on a regular hub, but the power hub fixed it. So we'll have to try that.
Yeah, right now the only camera going through the hub is the wide angle one, and that's the one that gets kind of choppy.
Yeah, and we don't use it very often.
There's so many gadgets. Hard to believe we started with a cell phone
and an iPad.
And an iPad, yeah.
So here's my thing. I think the whole streaming thing is like it's a whole industry now, right? We want more streamers because then we can sell more equipment. All right, let's see how we do here. We're gonna see if Dana can roll this and make it look pretty. It's a big if. Now again, everybody, there's 0 flour in this. It's 5 eggs, it's some sugar, cocoa powder, melted chocolate, cream, more sugar. So it doesn't have a whole lot of ingredients in it. So if you can master the technique, it's a pretty dessert, if you're better than me. It's not my forte to make the real pretty desserts. Now, lady, Rusty's lady, she makes beautiful food. She's very talented in that area. I have a good flavor gene. I do not have the best. I need more techniques. So, yes, exactly. My daughter warned me. She goes, it's a black hole. You'll just keep spending money. Even though she's the one who encouraged me to do this. All right. So I wonder if I spray the paper next time, if it'll leave all of that nice bottom part on. It smells really good.
Starting to get the feeling we're going to have dessert first.
Oh no, it cracked right there. Okay, hang on.
We can fix it. We can fix it.
I'm trying to find something to put this on while getting caramel on other things that are in my pantry. Is this going to be just big enough? I know, I'm going to have to do that. So maybe I do that first. Trim the ends. Serrated knife, right? Do that. And do that side. Oh, look at these pieces of cake that I can't even use, Robbie. What shall I do with them?
I'll just have to help you discard those into my belly.
Should I give... I was going to say, should I give them to you on a plate to discard? Let's give Robbie these ends.
Good news is I don't care how the presentation looks on the ones I got to dispose of for you.
Okay, cool. Because they're not very pretty. You probably need a fork too, huh?
I mean...
Or are you just going to...
It'll help, but...
Smash your face into it.
Just...
All right. All righty. Let's see here. Now let me get this and pick it up while it's still on the paper. And... I mean, it looks pretty good. If only it hadn't like done all of this stuff. I really only got a couple of little cracks in it. Or, oh, well, now there's one big one over here. Not bad. I haven't done a roll cake in a very, very long time. So am I 100% happy with this presentation? No, but I am okay with it. So what do you think? And thank you, Pops, for reminding me to trim the ends before I moved the cake onto the plate.
I think it tastes even better than it looks.
Does it? Can you come over here and feed me a little piece of that?
Well, I suppose.
You guys see that? So it's not quite as round and pretty as the one in the book over there. Let me see.
Floor cake.
Mmm.
I'll grab it.
Oh my gosh, no. That is so good. Because it's like light and airy.
Do you want a picture of that?
Oh, I do. I do. You would eat that? It's good. No candy thermometer at all. And it turned out really good. And it was because it wasn't having you... So it's different, because when I've done caramel before, I don't recall heating the cream up separately from it. But that worked out really well. And it's really, really yummy. So, hey, thank you for the follow, Mrs. Lila. Welcome to the community. We're still just waiting on our bacon explosion, and I know everybody is waiting with bated breath for the bacon explosion that is cooking super slowly. We may just need to, what did you put the heat up to?
It's up to 250 now.
I would just go ahead at this point. We've got the smoke flavor we're gonna get out of it. And so at this point, I would just put it up to like 300 or 350.
Okay, yeah, we're at 108 and we need to get to 150 before we add barbecue sauce and then go get more.
Put it to 350, 350. All right. But isn't that cool? I've never whipped caramel like that before. That's really good. And we have so many dishes. I could be nice and do some. All right, so has anybody here done the bubble sugar? I have tried and tried and tried to do bubble sugar, and I can never quite get it right. I don't get the nice, cool looking bubbles in it too much. And I get really weird shapes. I mean, we could put these on here. They're a little sticky. I probably shouldn't have put them in this bowl. They were fine earlier when I had them on parchment. But yeah, because you know, like bubble sugar, you're supposed to use like vodka or something, and then the caramel, when you put it on there and it's warm, and it's supposed, or not the caramel, but the sugar, and it gets little bubbles in it, and then you get the really cool for presentation look. So we'll just put some on there. Do I post recipes in Discord? So here's the deal. I really, at the beginning, was trying to keep up with recipes in my social medias. I have put some recipes up in Discord, and if there is something in particular that you want, I will make sure to post that in there. But I have found that I just run out of time to do all of that every week. So so Creative Kate, is there a recipe that you would like me to post in there? And I will be happy, happy, happy to do that for you. We're just gonna put our very ugly sugar decorations on. Or, I don't know, I can give them a much, nicer name than ugly, huh? See, now I'm just playing. But I love it. I cook things that other people post in there sometimes. I think there's one way back at the beginning, like way back from when I started Discord, which really wasn't that long ago. It was like August, September. And it is a Doritos, what is it? It's like a Doritos soup of some sort. Yeah, the flour, I will absolutely post that one. I love it because I can eat this and I can't do flour. So finding recipes that are really good that kind of scratch that gluten itch, that don't have gluten in it, is a really tough one. And this is delicious. It's like light and airy. So yeah, it may not be the prettiest thing, but I'd rather it taste good than look perfect. And I think that's the problem, is that on Instagram you have all these beautiful plates. I love it because in a former life I was a photographer. But does it taste good? Does it taste good? So I'm waiting for the social media where you can actually taste what people are cooking. And I was in somebody's who was like, when are we getting Smell-O-Vision? It may have been Montana Max in there. And Robbie and I have said that a lot, because this, I'm going to tell you, when this chocolate, like the whole kitchen smelled like chocolate when that was in there in the oven. It was great. And Robbie loves that. You're back. Look, I put my ugly decorations on there. Has anybody made the bubble sugar?
Do you need another picture though?
Has anybody ever done the bubble sugar decorations or spun sugar or any of that? Ooh, I could top it with a little confectioner's sugar. That is a great idea, because then it would hide all the mistakes, right?
Yes.
What a great
Get rid
idea.
of that crack.
Let's do that while we're waiting for the meat. And you know what else I'm gonna do? First of all, I'm gonna set this aside and let it cool so that I can get that in the fridge.
We're up to 112. We're
And
climbing.
I think I need to make some cupcakes and put that on top of the cupcakes tomorrow. Does Rachel get a rock? Is she
So
subscribed?
she donated 10 to do the cooking plus a rock.
Oh, plus a rock. Oh, absolutely.
She said her word is either family or hug.
Isomalt is a little easier for fun decorations. Okay. I did read about that. So again, like I said, I'm trying to make things so that they look pretty. But that is not my, like, how I grew up. I grew up, like, eating food. And it's not that things didn't look nice, but it was a little more, 60s, 70s.
It's snowing.
Oh, look, it's hiding all of the big messes. Perfect. What a great idea. Thank you for saying that, Creative Cake. Kate. They call you Cake? Creative Kate. Yes, Rachel will get a rock. What does she want her word to be?
She said either family or hug.
Well, you got to pick one. Which one?
You got to pick one, Rachel.
Yeah, much better. It is not my job to pick your word for you. They're both awesome words. Okay, so what they are referring to, if you don't know, so for January, anybody who subs is getting a rock. I'm actually going to extend it to next Sunday because I was out the first week of January. And you get a rock with your name on it and then your word for the year. So my word for the year is on my family. Cool. Love it. Is on my bracelet, which is curiosity, because it's so much easier to say, okay, how can I live by this word today? What can I do about curiosity today? How do I show that that's important to me? It's the A is before the E, right? In your sister's name?
Yes.
Okay. Just want to make sure that I got that right. And then family. And I don't have any red rocks, so you get a blue one. All right, there you go, Rachel. Wait, this way. Here we go. There's your rock with family on it. Da-da-da. So thank you so much. That is awesome. Here, we'll put a little heart on yours too. How's that? And Rachel is Robbie's sister. And Rachel is very good at keeping in touch with family. So I know, it's so sweet, isn't it? You've been called Cake before. I've been called all sorts of things before. And if I don't like it, I just ignore it. That's how it goes. Is it cooking faster now?
Up to 116.
Ooh, we're getting there. So what I think I will do now, no, thank you. I'm gonna set this over here. I don't have very many potatoes left. I've got some red potatoes, but I thought potatoes might be good with bacon and more pork and cheese. So and they're just red potatoes. So I'm just gonna boil these and then just do a real rustic mash of them to put on the plate. And then I've also got something green. I have something actually green to put on the plate. I've got some broccolini. Where's my salt? Oh my gosh. There's gonna be some stream in the future, and I'm gonna go directly, I'm gonna know where everything is, and I know that's never going to happen, so.
she's hilarious. Hilarious.
Yeah. But one can dream, right? Goals, dreams. Goals and dreams of not making a mess in your kitchen. Always knowing where everything is. Doing everything the right way the first time.
Or even the second time.
Hush. All right, the green things that we're going to eat, where are they? Is it out in the other fridge? Oh, no, here they are. Okay. I've got some broccolini. I'm going to start putting some stuff away too here, I think. And I need to rinse these. You know what's weird about being a streamer sometimes is you're just sitting there talking. And it sounds like you're talking to yourself. You know, it kind of reminds me of the days when... Every other day. You know, it reminds me of how back when the first wireless ear things for your iPhones or not your iPhones, but your phones came out, and people would be walking around talking, and you go, yes? And they'd be like, I'm not talking to you. Yeah. And so it can be really weird, even though there's somebody else here with me. So the Bluetooth, yes, the Bluetooth. So it is just kind of weird, like I'm going to go get some broccolini. Now I'm going to go get a knife.
Again,
Now, now I'm going to chop some of this off, and I'm going to have Robbie rinse this for me real quick. Because there's so much room in the sink. Can you rinse these for me, please, since you're there?
there's not room in the sink.
All right. And I need some water. So I'm not doing anything special with this. I didn't pull any recipes. I'm just going to put some butter, some salt. But yeah, it is a little strange, isn't it? Like you're looking, like, I know these are people, but I can't see anybody. So I kind of feel like I'm just talking somebody may walk by and think, who is she talking to? Do you know they're in a chat? They can. Oh, broccolini it's trademarked? Yeah, it probably says baby broccoli on there. Let's see, what does it say? If I can find it. It is gone. No, it's not. Organic sweet baby broccoli.
Good call.
So, yep, it does not say broccolini, but I'm going to say it anyway.
Rebel.
Well, and I thought that too, but it's not quite broccoli, Rob, is it? I don't know. I'm putting it looks like baby broccoli, and that's what I'm cooking. Rusty says, Robbie, if you're in danger, leave the water running.
It's still running.
He's in danger because I'm feeding him something green, even though he made a very green drink for us.
Just trying to balance.
So there you go. Yeah, what else is going on? What's going on in your guys' worlds? So Rusty, when do you leave on your trip? It's an educational stream. It's a lot of education about what not to do. That happens quite a bit. Tuesday, so you leave Tuesday. Awesome. So if you go watch Rusty, he's gonna be on the road starting Tuesday. So that'll be fun. Animal Kingdom will be fun. You can't believe it's already here. I know sometimes that's like, you're looking forward to it, you look forward to it, you look forward to it, and then all of a sudden it's there and you feel totally unprepared for it. And you're like, how can I be unprepared for something that I've been preparing for months? Yeah, I mean, you are a beast if you are already packed, because there was a time I was that organized, but now I'm just like, And my mom was always amazed. Like I'd be 2 days out and be ready with everything. And that went for everything, like whether I was cooking for other people or having a party or whatever. You start a new job tomorrow, Kate? That is awesome. You have a little pit of an episode before I leave. You haven't had it yet. So is it a fit or a pit? A little bit. Oh, I bet it's a little bit of an episode. Okay, I got it. I got there. It's like Wordle. It just takes me a few times. I get there. Yeah, so I used to be so organized, and then when Act 2 of life began and I was going back to school and working and raising kids by myself and all that stuff, that all just, including this. But it's good. This is good for me to mess up and be in front of people and go, because before I would not probably have done this because I would have been too afraid of messing up, and I judged myself pretty harshly. So, you know, it's all good. That's why when I first started, we're like, should we get this? Should we get that? I said, we got to just do it. Here's the date. We're going to get on the air. We're going to do it. I don't care. It's just for fun. Because if I think about it too much, we won't do it. So my advice to people, and I don't know if you would call this a pro tip, but maybe it's a pro tip. I'm a therapist, so do I get to say if this is a pro tip? Is if there's something you've always wanted to do, but it feels outside of your comfort zone, do it anyway. Do it anyway. I'm glad I did too. All the things we learned live streaming, all the things. I was saying earlier, I don't think Rusty saw it when he was having his issues and his. It's like, if you don't have technical issues or some other issue while you're streaming, are you really a streamer? So, yeah, I'm actually really glad I did it because how fabulous. I mean, it's such a fabulous community. It's not that I thought there weren't fabulous people out there, but it's even more supportive and people really caring about each other and meeting each other, you know, like you going to Florida, Rusty, with another streamer. So that's pretty amazing. I'm happy I did it. And it also made me say, okay, I'm not going to see clients 5 days a week because I'm streaming 2 days a week. So now I see clients 3 days a week. And that's been good. But yeah, I'm so excited about going to the dentist tomorrow.
Yay!
Yay! Oh, turn the oven off. I just noticed that's still on. And yoga tomorrow. Oh, well, I'm so glad that you are doing your stream and that you're sticking in there, even with all of the stuff due to the dentist. Yeah, but it's got to be done. It's got to be done. You know, I have just known too many people who don't go until there's a problem. And it's like, that's not good. All right, I need a lid for this over here too. Where is the lid for that? You would think I would be super organized in this kitchen, and you would be wrong. I think I don't need this anymore either. But we are going to need this.
Right, I haven't dumped that. I haven't screwed that up.
Because that's our barbecue sauce that we're going to have to put on our thing. And root canals and yeah, I'm going to have to do something. I've got I have both of my front teeth, even though they're both my teeth, they're mostly not my teeth. Does that make sense? Like one has had two root canals, and the other one was chipped when I was little. And this will make you cringe. Are you ready to cringe? Because I know you are. It's a cooking stream. We always want to cringe, right? Yeah. I was probably 8 years old, and I was walking out. You know those little concrete edgers I don't see them anymore, but those concrete edgers for flower beds that were the gray concrete and they were shaped like that with the little arches on them. I was walking on those and I tripped and I hit tooth first. And then I couldn't even cry because crying hurt too much. Ugh. Yep, that's what mine are. So much fun. 4 times, that's a lot. My brother doesn't believe that one of my root canals on one of my teeth was because I hit my tooth on his head, because he doesn't remember it. But I swear that's one of the reasons I got a root canal. So good times. Isn't this dentist talk fun? So fun. Did you know today was so beautiful here, Rusty? It was 74 degrees. I'm wearing flip-flops. Ooh, brick wall. Oh no. Teeth. Did you know that when you have dreams about your teeth falling out or problems with your teeth, that's a sign that you are super anxious and feel out of control? Oh no, flay straight into the floor.
I did not know that.
You didn't know
About
that?
the teeth. We're up to 134. We're making big progress now.
Okay, so here's a pro tip. If you are smoking a meatloaf, whatever time it tells you in the directions, it's probably going to be at least twice as long. So,
I mean, you didn't exactly
Yeah.
get it on the grill right away. It probably took an hour into the stream at least.
well, maybe.
But we are
Maybe.
coming up on the 3-hour mark, so
I
even
know.
that's 2 hours.
Third time you were backyard wrestling, you'd think you would learn, Rusty. So root canal, oh yeah, I mean, if it hurts, go to the dentist, don't wait. Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that that's what those dreams are about. It was interesting, I figured it out. Yeah, smoking the meatloaf, yeah. It's not really, I mean, I guess technically it is a meatloaf because it's a bunch of meat in a loaf-like form covered in bacon.
Bacon loaf?
But it's called a bacon explosion. So that is the type of meatloaf it is. But yeah, so it was interesting because my kid's dad and my mother used to have the same dreams about teeth falling out. So I did some research and I'm like,
I used to when I was younger. I don't really have that anymore.
no. Did you know dreams about your house, whether it's in the attic or on the main floors or your... Has anybody ever had the dream of like you find you're in your house, you know it's your house, whether it looks like your house or not, but then you find like an extra room and you're so excited, you're like, oh my gosh, there's an extra room. I know I'm not the only one that has this dream. Does anybody else
I'm
have
waiting
this
for
dream?
what it means before I admit to it.
A previous house, no extra rooms though. So the extra rooms in dreams are typically about you're about to discover something new about yourself. Dreams about things in the basement are typically about your subconscious. That sounds like terror. So, you know, I think there's something, and I know this is going to sound weird coming from a therapist, but I think there's something about like a collective consciousness, you know? Is this a weird conversation for a cooking stream? Like that there's certain themes and stuff that we all kind of share, even if we don't know each other about things. That's why so many, I think, myths and mythologies around the world are so very similar. So, you've had dream of other houses that you've never been in. I'll have to see what that means. I don't know what that one means. It's unique for cooking
What
stream.
about if your house is like falling apart around you?
What do you think that means, Robbie? Do you think it means that your house is falling apart around you?
Well, I don't think it's a good dream. Like I'm about to discover something exciting about myself.
About finding water damage or mold or something. So water has to do, when you have water in the houses, that typically has something to do about your subconscious too. Something that your subconscious is trying to reach you and tell you that's important. Because I have dreams about water coming from the attic or the second floor all the time. So when you dream about your wife running over you with the car,
It means you complained about doing the dishes one too many times. Oh wait, that's just me. That's just me.
So your house falling apart can mean that, and again, this doesn't mean that means this for everybody out there, but in general, they find some of the similar things with people with their dreams and involve someone trying to break in and frantically running around locking windows and doors. I hate that dream. I can't remember what that one is, but there is a meaning for that. For dreams about, what was the other one that I was in there? The one you said about the house falling apart. It's usually about, again, something in your brain is trying to put something together and they're not going together, like cognitive dissonance. Trying to rationalize something that just isn't true.
That seems like something my brain would have a problem with.
Yeah. So, see, someone trying to break in. Yeah, I've had that before, and I've also had the ones. Anybody ever have the one where you're trying to scream or run? You can't run. You're trying to run, but you can't, or you're trying to scream and you can't. They always have a bunch of people in it. Any specific people? Hey, DJ. Hello. We're waiting for our meatloaf to come to temperature.
We're at 143 of 150 before I can have 144 before I can have barbecue.
Why don't you go put some barbecue sauce on it? I think we're good.
And then we'll take it off at 160?
Yeah.
Or 165?
We'll take it off at 160. You've had the Camp Punch dream. Isn't that terrible? Yes, bacon explosion. Sure, I'll take the spoon. There is 2 pounds of bacon. I need to put this bacon away, so I'm going to talk and clean here. I think we're okay if it's just on the top. So 2 pounds of bacon in this meatloaf-like structure called the bacon explosion. And we also made this. I'll scoot this over here. This is a chocolate caramel Reauleau. So it's a rolled cake, and it has the chocolate on the outside, and the inside is a chantilly caramel that is delicious. Because we already ate some. Because, you know, you have to cut the edges off to make it pretty. And you can't let those go to waste. You have to eat them. Plus, Robbie was getting hangry, so we needed to feed him. Get him some food. So, chasing people or they're chasing me. I mean, it can be just the TV shows you're watching too, right? And most are strangers to people I don't know but don't really. Maybe I'll go do some researching on this. Has she ever run you over in a car in your dream? Or were you being funny? Because I really wouldn't blame her. Love you, Rusty. Yeah.
It smells so good out
there. Does it? Lots of bacon. Is the bacon looking like it's getting crisp on the outside at all?
I can barely see it.
Oh, okay. So if the bacon doesn't look really crisp, I'm probably going to throw it in the oven to put it under the broiler and let the bacon get crisp on that. I am team lady. But also, you're fabulous too. So Robbie, what are your dreams other than your house falling? Because I know you were having that dream even when we first met, of your house falling apart. And Robbie being the very spreadsheet rational person. I says, what do you think that means? He says, I think it means I'm afraid of my house falling apart.
Which isn't 100% wrong, at least not back in the day.
Yeah. I'm like, it's maybe.
I won't
don't
name
know.
the builder, but yeah.
What about good dreams? What about some good dreams? Like, I remember this one dream where I was like just walking on the clouds and felt so good. I don't know what that means.
I broke up a crime ring the other night.
You did?
Yeah.
You broke up a crime? Congratulations.
I
I'm
know.
so proud of you.
Working while I'm sleeping.
Was it Bob the Builder? No, Bob the Builder would have been
More reliable.
more reliable. I mean, when you walk over to your house and you see that they have put the windows in upside down, that's just not a good sign.
And you inform them of this, and they're like, oh yeah, that's normal. They'll take care of that later. It's like, why would you put it in upside down to begin with? That makes no sense.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense at all. So, this house that I moved into, and I love the space in this house. When I moved in here about 11 years ago, and but the previous homeowners knew just enough about fixing things in the house to be dangerous, like, because things weren't done quite right, and I've had to fix a lot of things around there. Okay, but in a fun way. I mean, sometimes it can be fun to not have remorse about something. I should check these potatoes.
We're at 152 of 160. We are almost ready to see some bacon.
These are still cooking. All right. So I have to say, so here's a weird thing. And this may be just too much information, but I'm going to share it anyway. I have had, when people I'm very close to have died, I always have super, super lucid dreams about them, to the point where I wake up and I can't tell if it was real or not. Like, because they've sometimes taken place in the space that I'm sleeping and stuff, and that is a really weird thing. So, yeah, so I've had that.
I don't think I've had that. Maybe, like, not quite like that once or twice, but I at least knew it was I could tell it was a dream.
I could not. So the first one that happened was my mom's dad, to my papa, and we were out of town in hotel room, and in my dream, I know this now, but I woke up and I saw my grandfather in the bathroom, and didn't say anything to me, but just kind of smiled and kind of like touched my shoulder, and then opened the door and walked out. And then I woke up and I was like, did that just happen? Like, or is this like, it was like a weird thing? So yeah. Is that too much information? It's a weird thing. But you've heard a voice over your shoulder.
Well, that was not in a dream. That was real. That was at work
In the
late
movie
at night,
theater?
and someone or something whispered in my ear as I was going up the stairs, and I've never gotten out of a building so fast at the end of the night.
See, I've never had anything like that.
So I was lucky that I just finished shutting everything down, so I just had to grab my stuff and get out of there. And so I was gone within 30 seconds, staring back down the hallway from the elevator, just looking and waiting for the doors to close.
What is happening? Yeah.
So it was probably, 2 in the morning.
Anybody else have anything like that? And it's not Halloween, and yet here we are talking about these things.
Well, we almost have bacon. 157, 3 degrees
Almost. It's almost time, everybody. Oh, I should probably cook this then. So Robbie has told me there's a family reunion in July in Nebraska, and one of the places, it's a little town. like one motel with like 5 rooms or something?
5 or 6 probably.
Yeah.
Maybe 8 at the most.
Okay. But you can stay in the old convent.
Which is technically in a different town.
Right, not in the same town. And it's apparently haunted, so that sounds like fun. Rachel would like to know what the voice said to you.
I couldn't tell, but
How have you not heard that story, Rachel?
I mean, think of somebody sneaking up behind you and saying something that scares you. And this is, you're by yourself in the middle of the night, on the stairs.
A rectory, okay.
And you know that there's no one behind you when that happens. I mean, I was gone. 1:59.
It's almost time. I think this is the longest Thursday stream.
Oh, is there work tomorrow?
Oh, it's not Thursday, it's Sunday.
I knew what you meant, though. To where I'm like, there's
Well, it's not my longest Sunday stream.
either way for me, there's work after streams. 160. I'll go ahead and turn this off.
I just have the dentist no work. So Robbie's gonna go get our meatloaf. I'm sorry, let me call it by its correct name. Bacon explosion. Bacon explosion. Okay, it's a rectory. I was close. I still hear it's haunted, Joyce. I'm not sure if Robbie wants to stay there or not. I can't tell. I'm like, so you're telling me this because you do want to stay there, or are you telling me this because you don't want to stay there? Potatoes are almost done. The meat needs to rest anyway. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at this, guys.
I turned that off.
Apparently.
It's actually spitting a little bit, so be careful. There's the hot things.
The hot
Turn off
things.
the really annoying buzzer.
All right, guys, what do you think? What is that? Does that look good? I mean, it does. It looks delicious.
Would you like a photo?
I would like a photo. And I need to find, the other cutting board got cleaned. Let me put this on that. And have that as the picture. Oh my gosh, took so long. It does, it smells really good. Oh, hey, stop. If you don't know, my faucet has a mind of its own. It is a touchless one. I would not get this kind of touchless faucet again because it likes to, oh my gosh, what do I have all over me? Chocolate? I'm a mess. Why isn't anybody telling me this? But yeah, it randomly likes to turn on. And if your power's out, good luck getting water in your kitchen. Okay, I'm trying to find a masher. But I don't, oh, there it is. I hate it when things are right in front of you and then you look a little stupid. But here I am, anyway. So, it'll be fun. It'll be fun, your sister says. And then we're just gonna put a bunch of butter in there.
Butter.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Lots of butter. We want lots of it. Because we're trying to eat healthy. And then I cook like this. And that looks done. All right. We're almost there, everybody. Can you believe it?
No.
Always, I love Nikki because Nikki will even admit, she'll say, I can take a 30-minute meal and make it a 4-hour stream.
That's not necessarily a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing. It's not. When you got stuffs to say. All right, so I want to put that on here. Anybody have any ideas?
Can we just throw that pan away? I don't want to have to clean that.
Well, you can just put water in it. I mean, if you want to buy me a new one, that's fine. Maybe you can help me? Okay, because yeah, it got, I think what we should have probably done, which is what somebody said, I think maybe you Pops, is started in the pan, and once it kind of takes shape, then take it out of the pan, and then we wouldn't have all of this. We might have had flare-ups though. All right, here we go. Dun 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 dun. The bacon looks pretty done, but maybe searing it. So we're gonna see. And then I will make my adjustments according after that. Now that would be a good picture right there. And we will make some plates. Huh?
Because it's not in the burned pan anymore.
Correct. That is correct. Right? This looks a little better than in the pan. All of a sudden you're hungry for, there's plenty, Joyce, come on over. So much food.
Smells good.
I know what Robbie's gonna take to work tomorrow for lunch. Does anybody else know? Okay, so I hadn't thought through everything yet. Let's get some tongs. Let's get a big spoon. And let's make a plate with just some very rustic mashed potatoes, more smashed. Then we'll take some broccolini that I'm gonna put a little butter on because I didn't butter it in the pan. Does anybody else just talk in their kitchen like this? As if there's a stream, but nobody's really there.
Well, if you are, you might as well stream, I guess.
I know, well, I mean, that was the point, right? Like,
'Cause she does,
so I thought,
she does
hi, Vero Swin. All right, so we've got our picture of this. Now let's cut into it and make sure it's done.
I hope so. That's what that thermometer's for.
It is. I think I've used almost every knife tonight.
I know I've washed almost every knife tonight.
Yeah. All right. Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh, can you see that? Yeah.
Yep.
The cheese in there and the bacon in there. Let's get another slice.
Apparently I'm going to see my sister tomorrow.
Oops. Ah, I messed up my pretty plate. Put the bacon over here. Here we go. Robbie, you want to taste this?
Did you need a picture of the plate too?
Yes. Right, everybody? I need a picture of the plate. I'm probably going to switch to a martini after this drink. If you're hungry for I may give you that. Let's put that away. I probably don't need that. It's so weird because the other thing I've realized in streaming is that Robbie and I's eating habits have changed slightly, because on stream nights, a lot of times all I do is make one plate and we just eat off of it and put more food on it. All right, fork.
Fork.
And a knife, if you'd like.
Oh, I was going to have the green stuff first,
Oh.
because that's what looks delicious, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Wow, that smells good.
doesn't it? And it wasn't that many ingredients.
That looks hot. Do I need to worry about how hot this is?
It's warm. It's really good, though. This is really good. What do you think?
Yeah, that's hot.
But yeah, I wanted to put some things on here that weren't just fat on fat on fat. So we have our little potatoes.
Oh my god.
It's torture, Rachel.
That's so good.
Also, we eat like this a lot while we talk. Since streaming.
Oh my god.
That's delicious.
That was actually worth the wait.
I can taste some of the mesquite smoke in there, by the way.
Yeah, I couldn't really tell.
Yeah.
It was so dark out there.
So
I
that.
think it helped once I turned up the heat, though.
And I thought that was going to be like too much cheese, but it's really not.
You know what this tastes like? This tastes like a bacon explosion.
That's good, because that's what it is. All right. So rather than us just sitting here and eating in front of you, although Robbie may not leave, do you like the amount of spice in that? I like them.
Let's see.
Like it's just got a hint of spice. Enough that you get a little burning in the back of your tongue. But bacon in the middle, bacon on the outside,
so
2 pounds of bacon.
So unlike the last stream with the really hot chicken, I will not finish this. As good as it is, I won't eat this whole thing. 'Cause that's ridiculous.
You better not, because your sister's coming over to eat
I'll believe that when I see
when
it.
you're at work.
Wow, that's
So-
good. That is good.
I'll just sit here and keep eating while he finds some place for us to go. So while he's looking, let me just thank all of you. Thank all of you that came to see me. Thank all of you that came for the raids and stayed, and even those of you that had to go lurk or do KP duty. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for hanging in there, guys.
Yeah, thanks for hanging in. I know other streamers stream a long time, but I know most people are used to me doing about 2.5 hours on Thursdays and Sundays. Thank you so much. We will be here on Thursday. We'll be doing the drunken noodles and pho. And yeah, it'll be good. And thank you. It's always an honor to have you guys come and share your time with me. I have so much fun with you guys. And you put up with my stories. What else can I ask for? So I know that Creative Kate was asking for the cake recipe. I will get that into Discord hopefully tomorrow for you. I'm going to put this up too, because this is just out of this world. This is so good. So here we go. Let's go raid John. He has more energy than me. And if you need more energy in the room, he has plenty to share. So let's go raid and say hi. Thank you. Good night, everybody.